You think Obama's chef? You think they iced him?
There have been other people who have worked for like powerful people that have died under mysterious circumstances. The Clinton chef, they like went to some restaurant in Virginia and he made these lamb chops, and Hillary Clinton was like, "These are the best lamb chops I've ever had. I want this guy to work at the White House." If that was me, I'd be like, how about I just give you the recipe?
It's
actually really easy to make.
You'd be like, actually, Enrique in the back made it. That wasn't me. I just kind of oversee stuff. He's really the lamb chop guy. I don't.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, the secret ingredient is diarrhea. You just ate diarrhea, and I'm crazy. Actually, I'm insane. I can't be a chef
because I got fat.
Yeah.
When I was like stick skinny, I was just I remember the other day I was like hungry all the time. I was just constantly hungry, and I would just go to sleep.
You just get
or
used
I would
to
like
it.
wake up. I would like have like 12 Dunkin' Donuts coffees a day or whatever. Like whatever. I would make a pot of coffee, or I would have like I worked at restaurants. I would just make myself an espresso. I was constantly on some form of nicotine. I would smoke a cigarette or something.
Yeah. You got to get the appetite suppressants in, so that you don't have to eat food or purchase food.
And I was really broke, so I would just wait until they had family meal at whatever restaurant I was working
smart.
at.
Yeah.
I used to eat one giant quesadilla and then like a Modelo Negro, Modelo a day. That would be like my big meal.
That's like a couple
Worked
pieces
at
of bread.
Taqueria St. Mark's.
But when you get free food, it's nice.
Oh, it's amazing.
Awesome,
you know?
yeah.
And when you're broke, you're like, I could spend as close to $0 on food a day as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a challenge.
Yeah, like I'll pay for the train.
Yeah.
Or I would like sneak bread. I'd eat bread. I had no money.
Did you ever eat off people's plates?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I worked at Barney's, the department store. I worked at the restaurant Fred's. They had a Martha Stewart burger, which was like a turkey meatloaf burger, which sounds weird.
Yeah.
Dude, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Martha knows what she's doing, dude.
Okay.
That sounds
And every time, some people
Usually
thought it
turkey's
tasted.
kinda
A lot of people
underwhelming.
thought it tasted weird.
Yeah.
And they would barely eat anything on it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I love
this is all me. Dude.
What was in it?
It was like this turkey meatloaf burger. It might have had like some type of cranberry sauce on it.
Yeah, I
It
was
was like a
wondering if it was, like,
Thanksgiving burger.
Wait, but did they eat any of the burger?
They would eat like one bite. And I'm like, rest is mine. And I would just eat where they didn't bite.
Yeah.
Like a fucking animal.
Yeah.
No, that's a good move. I think we should be less taboo about that. I'm like,
Because
just
Ruby
cut it.
Tuesday didn't have like family meal when I worked there, so I would just eat buffalo wings and shrimp off people's.
Yeah. I worked at places where they had like you could get something off the menu, and then I worked at another place. I worked at 3 places. One, you could get something off the menu. That was the taqueria. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And the other one, they would like the chefs, the cooks would cook us like a legit family meal, and it was always delicious.
Yeah.
And then the other one, they would just serve us these like slop. It was like buffet style slop. And we realized one day we saw them doing it. The cooks were just serving us the fat they would trim off the meat. Because it was a Middle Eastern place, and they were doing shawarma, and they would just trim the fat off and serve us like the grizzle.
Ew, dude. What? Just
Fucked up, dude.
Just straight?
Yeah, dude, it was. I was like, I ate it a couple times. I'm like, this is disgusting. It's
Yeah.
just like chewy meat and
I
rice.
heard it's good for your dog though.
It probably is.
Yeah,
You're like,
you
if
were
it's
getting-
good for a dog, it's good for me.
That's so funny. You had family meal and dog meal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they were serving me like a fucking animal.
Do you ever, when you get a chicken, like a whole chicken, do you ever fry up the organs?
No.
No, but my aunt puts
doing that.
gizzards in our Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
which is like heart and lungs, right?
Yeah.
gizzards. No, gizzards its own organ. It's a separate organ.
It's like the throat, right?
Yeah,
The gizzard is its own thing.
it's a different organ that
I thought it was hearts and
chickens
lungs.
have. Second part of a bird's stomach.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different part of a bird's stomach.
I thought I was eating hearts.
No, there are chicken hearts and there's like.
But
chicken,
hearts are pretty good. You just put them in a frying pan with some oil.
Yeah, they're great.
Hearts are like the least offensive of the like organs I've had, where they don't really taste like iron. You
What's
know,
the
like,
most offensive?
probably like kidneys or liver.
You ever eaten testicles?
No,
I had bull testicles in France. They're pretty great.
they were good.
They're fantastic.
They like
man.
take these booty
How do
bites.
they how do they get so many bull testicles? Like Liver King's always eating bull testicles, but like, are they just like slaughtering bulls willy nilly? I didn't even know that many bulls existed.
Well,
I feel like there's like 12 bulls in
Yeah,
the
in
world.
the whole world. And they
Well,
impregnate all the cows.
what's the difference between a bull and a cow? The cow's the lady.
Cow's
Yeah.
a girl.
So can you eat a bull steak or no? Or is the
No,
steak always
not
from the
generally,
lady?
just
Steer?
because I think what happens is they castrate most of them. So that they castrate pigs, they castrate cows in order to like make their meat better because they have a higher fat content and less muscle, and so they're fattier and less energetic or something like that. So their meat is more relaxed and tastes better.
Okay.
Yeah, they cut the balls off. It's very common to cut
fucking these animals up.
Yeah, no, they definitely cut
yeah,
all the
yeah,
balls.
yeah.
All pigs, 100%, because they get really aggressive, and they basically need to make them, eunuchs in order for them not to like bite each other and stuff in the pens, and not reproduce as well. So they just kind of hack their balls off.
Boy chickens, I think they just take them and like throw them on the ground when they're born.
They just like spike them like a football? To kill them, or just because they don't use them?
Because they don't use them.
They put them in like a
just throw
potato
them on-
gun. And
They just throw them on the floor. Yeah, yeah.
oh, like they're like sorting them in a place, and they just fucking.
It's like the fucking wrapper of a Snickers bar.
yeah.
Yeah, like they're littering with them. That's sucks. Male chicks on a macerator conveyor belts seconds before they are killed. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I read and want to be a vegan.
Dude, I'm not even close.
You don't care about them.
I know, but once you
don't
start
care about them
seeing
going
it-
on a
It's the-
treadmill into a grinder.
No, it's
as soon as they're born.
I'm not saying it's not depressing, but it's not as depressing as much as I like meat.
Yeah, that's fair. I was a vegetarian for like 18 months.
Because of
Baby
this?
chicken. I don't
got
know.
to you?
Yeah, all right, quit calling me a pussy because
It's
I'm
kinda gay,
because
dude.
baby chickens ground up alive made me feel bad.
Yeah.
You're like, what are you, gay?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, it's very bad, and everybody does it.
Yeah.
Would you
it's like-
stop eating meat, Racine?
Because
of
I would
this?
like to, maybe, but it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard.
It's so
everything.
It's
good.
very hard.
And you're so removed from the violence of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. If I was like killing and eating my own stuff or something like that, maybe I wouldn't feel so bad or whatever. If I was like shooting a deer in the head and then eating that for a year or something like that, I had frozen venison.
You don't have
Even
to
if
just
you
go,
even if you beat a deer to death.
Yeah, it's just straight up
Fucking
punch
bat.
the deer right in the mouth.
with the bat.
yeah. Like that's like more ethical than what is done to
It's
Yeah.
much more, like the farm. It's always the same old thing is like, farm factories or factory farming or whatever is like hell. It's like the devil made it. It's really bad.
I can't feel bad about everything. Like I
No,
can't.
yeah,
No,
you're right.
you're
like
right.
there's people dying in a bunch of places in the world, and it's
Yeah.
horrible.
Oh yeah, where?
I'm not gonna get you started.
I was thinking of
I'm not gonna get you
I
started.
was like,
people
if
dying,
we,
Luke?
if we introduced you, Mike, I was going to be like,
Where?
and renowned Zionist Mike Recine.
Proud Zionist Mike Recine.
Yeah.
Where's a lot of the deaths happening?
Dude, fucking.
Azerbaijan, I think, right now.
Yeah, I think
is
so.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Ukraine, dude.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Have you heard
Yeah.
this conflict that's going
No,
on?
New
I don't.
Orleans,
no, I don't know a
lot of
single.
violence
I don't
in
know
New Orleans.
anything about Ukraine actually.
Yeah, you're an expert
I don't
on
know.
Gaza, but you don't know
Yeah.
shit about Ukraine.
Yeah.
Well, one's way more important, in my opinion. I don't think that Russia-Ukraine is nearly as important.
Why?
Because it's not really so direct with U.S. involvement. Just because I'm like...
It just seems stupid. It's like, what do you do? Why are you still fighting? You look exactly alike. You could just
sound the same.
You sound the same. It's
Yeah.
probably the same language.
It's
right?
got to be hard to know
It's
who to
like-
shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
I think that's
Yeah.
they got
Palestinians and Jews, they look like different
Well,
enough.
they look pretty similar.
They
too.
do,
They do, but I feel like you
Sephardic
could-
Jew next to a Palestinian, you're like, I can't fucking tell.
Think so?
But there's a lot of like American Jews in Israel, so
And sometimes you'll see Palestinians and they look like Christoph.
and you're like, I do not feel bad anymore. I've lost all sympathy.
But I'm just saying, between Ukraine and Palestine and all this shit, I'm supposed to feel bad for fucking
Yeah.
chickens.
I feel
can't,
like
I don't
it
have
should-
enough
No,
room.
I know. I don't know how we got there.
I have a limited amount of empathy, and
course.
part of it can't go to chickens.
No, I understand.
course.
I think you know what I think.
And then you have all this empathy, and you're like, "Oh, my bank account's empty. I can't pay my rent. My kid needs yogurt packets."
No, empathy
yeah.
does not pay the bills.
No.
It's really not how anybody who ever made a lot of money. They didn't do it from being empathetic.
Yeah.
No, they're probably pathologically devoid of it. Like the people who made the most money, dude.
But then turning a blind eye to stuff, like even like in 2020 when the protests were happening, the George Floyd stuff. It just feels bad to like turn a blind eye to things and be like, here's my stand-up clip. Lady in the audience has a funny hat.
I love watching people post stand-up about horrific current events.
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
there were some people in June 2020
really go
posting
for
like
it.
race-related stand-up bits.
That were
Yeah.
just like hunky-dory white dudes just being like,
It does, even if it's not a hunky-dory white dude, I'm like, you're really using the George Floyd
oh,
thing.
yeah.
You're really like
Dude,
trying
George
to
Floyd
be
is
a
hot
trend-
on the algorithm
Yeah,
right now.
dude, you're like trying to.
It's
I'm like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And they would like try to frame it like they're being genuine. Like,
And then-
I
but
said
then-
this months ago. Police brutality is a problem, and it's a stand-up clip.
But
I'm
then when
like,
it doesn't blow up, it looks really bad.
yeah, if you get
know?
600 likes on a George Floyd bit in the middle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it better
You
be
should
hilarious.
kill yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, this needs to go viral, or I should kill myself.
Yeah.
I want to see Rife do. I want to see Rife do a bit about Gaza.
He
just
should do
break
it.
the algorithm, dude.
He's like,
Yeah.
shit, they fighting?
Yeah.
Damn, they fighting.
IDF's ODing over there.
Man, they ain't. They cut off the water, bro.
Man, they cut off the electricity. It's like, how you supposed to tell who's who? You can't even see shit.
You can't even see shit over there, man. Damn, bro. Israelis done blown up a hospital. I was about to get lip filler in that. I was about to get my job.
So how did they be getting their lip filling now?
Yeah,
shit.
man.
But I bet they even got lip filler over there.
Man, a bunch of Palestinians with bum ass jaws and shit.
What did he do to his jaw?
I think he got implants.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he got a fresh.
What do they do?
I think they put little piece of plastic in there, or
Let
like
me
whatever.
see,
It's
let
not,
me
if it's not
see.
plastic, it's
Let me see. Oh, he might.
Yeah.
I think over here they put a little like my girls showed me. That's what they do with nose jobs. They put like a little piece of, I don't know if it's plastic, it's something. It's like a little hard piece of something, and it just makes your nose straight. And then they just put the skin back over it. I think he did that with his jaw over here.
It is
Extended.
kind of ridiculous.
Nobody's jaw looks like that.
Yeah, right.
Mine does.
Man,
It's so funny.
He's
he's a wild looking guy.
I've always said he kind of has like an uncanny valley thing, you know, like he's an action figure. Like he's not.
Yeah,
real.
he doesn't look like a person.
Right, that's what I mean. And he also has a Tim Burton thing, especially in that picture with the yellow background. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you always say he looks like a vampire.
he looks like a sexy vampire, right? Or like
is kinda hot. I
Yeah,
kinda
God,
get it.
dude, like my balls are like tingling right now. Okay, see, that's weird, dude. He looks like creepy. Oh, he signed with the CAA. Good for him. Is Matt Rife transgender?
Not yet.
That's gonna be the next.
Yeah,
phase.
that's his next phase.
Yeah.
He's like, yo,
Y'all be hating on me, but I'm a girl now.
oh, I can't. When I was talking about hitting women, I was talking about hitting myself.
Dude, there is a natural charm to him because he's got the ladies, and now he's like clearly trying to get the dudes by being like, "Yo, fuck yo, cancel culture bullshit." And he posted that thing about
He
the
is
Special
trying to
Olympics.
get. He wants more guys. At his
He wants
shows,
to
I
do
think.
it. Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah. Right.
So terrible.
Well, but you want to
marketing
perform for a bunch
strategy.
of women? I don't think so.
No, even for him, it's got to suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Even for him, like that would suck.
I understand, but it's also like such a gift horse situation. It's like also you made yourself look so hot like for so long, and now you're like, oh, only bitches is at the show. Damn, they only want they want me to talk to them, and they take their titties out at the show.
Where the fellas at?
I'm selling, dude. I'm sold out for literally 2 years doing theater tours. Man, this shit whack. I want some bros there. Like, why? Like, shut up. Just enjoy.
Can you imagine going on stage at like Radio City and it's 6,000 like young women? I mean, that sounds like a nightmare I would really have.
Okay,
that
but
actually sounds
is
like a nightmare.
So far from our reality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like what like if we do really great, we're gonna like sell out clubs, and there's gonna be like 500 dudes there.
yeah,
It's gonna be all bros. It's gonna be single tickets.
all I'm saying is,
Mike, can we
400 single seats.
Can you attest to this?
What?
Just single dudes coming to your shows, just one guy.
Thank you for thinking that I sell tickets.
But I'm saying, like, I think,
Yeah, you want like a nice balance, I guess.
yeah, I guess so. I do not appeal to women whatsoever.
You don't?
No. I have like a decent following on Instagram.
But you want to have an act that, like, if a guy brings his girlfriend, she has a good time. I think.
I should work on that.
I know it's hard.
I don't even know what women like. I have no clue. I'm like,
I know what they
truly
like.
No, he really got like a monkey's paw.
yeah.
Type of thing.
I know what they like. You're not gonna. Yeah, no, I don't think
What?
you're doing chick friendly stuff. But that's why I
No.
like your stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm like,
exactly.
what
But
do we
who's the
got?
number one? But what kind of comedy do women like?
John Mulaney,
John Mulaney,
Matt Rife,
Hannah Berner,
Hannah Berner.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Kayla
one,
Tomlinson.
So
they love
one.
her.
So
Tomlinson.
one. So one person with brain damage and one person who cheats on his wife. He just shoots his cum everywhere.
Yeah.
Just shoots his cum into insane women.
Is that John
Gets them-
Mulaney?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They kind of like adorable, safe guys.
Yeah.
Which
You
is
know what I
ironic
mean?
because he's
You
like a
keep your
cocaine
dick away
addict.
from insane women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
That he's with Olivia Munn. She's the one who's like, She was
and
making
she's
like,
ran through.
Yeah. She was like making Photoshopped sects about how she wanted her boyfriend to fuck her in the ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
she's a
what
wild
now?
lady.
Photoshop what?
She had sexts, like they were like naked, or like racy pictures of herself. She was sending to her boyfriend, Chris Pine, I think he's an actor. But then she would write over it on like Photoshop, and it was like pointing at her ass, being like, "Put your dick in my ass," and then it's like this. I want you to. It was like an arrow to her mouth.
Who leaked
Fuck
those?
this
Somebody
mouth.
leaked those?
Yeah, they all got leaked.
How?
Oh.
Somebody who worked at Verizon?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably. Dude. Someone hacked into the mainframe and they were like, "Dude, look at this
How
horrible."
does that get leaked?
I don't know. I think.
She's a
Well,
nut.
you remember
She's
the?
I heard she's nuts, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
sexually.
You remember?
I don't know
the
her personality.
fappening.
Yeah, it was during that.
So like the fappening was like
Raise the bar, taking sexing to a whole new
Oh
level.
man,
She
they keep
probably got-
404ing it, dude.
Yeah, it was basically exactly what I'm describing.
All right,
but
the show's canceled, everybody.
we gotta go jack
we
off.
got to read about Olivia Munn's ass.
we gotta go into the bathroom.
John Mulaney's
bust one
probably
out.
like that guy's probably kind of awesome. I mean, he's just blowing fucking famous ladies in the ass and
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
and then impregnating them.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty sick.
Not everybody gets to that level where it's like, yeah, you're a great comic and you make a lot of money and it's like there's like a handful of people that get
Very
to that,
few, yeah.
get to that level.
Or like regular celebrities too. I
Yeah.
think they're just a famous person on top of being a famous comedian. I feel like there is like a line, you know. Like Schumer got there,
Pete
Mulaney's-
Davidson.
yeah, Pete Davidson got there. Like all these guys, and then there are people who are like just doing well in stand up, and they're just good comics who are like just working good comics who are really successful, but
You
they're
gotta be
not like
really
in the zeitgeist.
Yeah, people got to care who you
Pete,
fuck.
but Pete doesn't have the
Right.
the body of work that Mulaney does.
Yeah, but I don't. Who does anybody care about that?
No, but he's a regular famous
I
guy.
do.
You, Mike Recine.
You go, Pete, you're not even Mulaney's specials are phenomenal. I don't know. You've been on SNL 400 years.
Can you imagine if we did a show and it was all ladies in the crowd? That would be so funny.
They would despise us.
Yeah.
I've done that in New York. I've gotten like booked on showcases. It's like 40 women just staring at me. I'm like, well, here, shit.
It's fun to try to connect with people that
Yeah.
you wouldn't normally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is.
I don't think ladies like hearing about anything. Like if it's going to be like edgy, they want it to be about sex. Like they don't want to hear anything. They want to hear your like irreverent take on Gaza.
Yeah,
You know what
they're
I
like,
mean?
oh, come on.
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't
Yeah,
want
they like Hannah. They like Chris D'Elia.
Yes.
Yeah.
High energy.
Yeah.
sex,
Just
dating,
name other-
pizza, a lot of food. They want the type of food.
They respond to a lot of movement and
Yeah.
they're kind of like
You're talking about
they're like deer.
Yeah. they're like chimpanzees.
Hey,
they
what's
like
your
puzzles
hey,
and keys.
Yeah. Hey, what's your name? Ashley. Ashley, I got your nose. All right, good night, y'all.
I went to the show and it's like he had my nose.
Yeah.
Like I really thought he had my nose the whole time.
It was crazy.
It was like
was
insane.
crazy. Yeah, no, they want like marionette. They want like a human marionette. It's just like
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what do dudes want? Let's
Well, the
shit on
ideal,
dudes for a while.
but the ideal audience.
dudes
is
like great stuff.
Dudes like the coolest
We
crap.
do like
We do like-
we do have good taste.
Great taste.
Yeah. Yeah,
My girlfriend
we
could come around.
We
like-
see guys like Burt Kreischer. All the we just see whatever Joe Rogan tells us to
High
like.
level shit.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, the inverse of this exists. You
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
let's not just dunk on ladies. Like,
It's
dudes
like-
are watching Dr. Pepper commercials that are in a
We
Jeep
paid
with a gun.
$260 to see Burt Kreischer.
Yeah,
Really good taste.
I think the dude version of like what we're making fun of is like the Andrew Tate Huberman.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
man,
yeah.
like man being a
Manosphere
real
stuff
man.
is like the cringiest shit in the world.
Yeah, that's like our version of retarded content.
Yeah.
but my girl can get into good stuff. Like I showed her Fargo, and she liked Fargo.
The movie?
Yeah.
Oh, what a great movie.
Phenomenal.
Great
Perfect.
movie.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And she liked it. So she's able to like good stuff. But if it's her turn to pick, we're watching Real Housewives of New York. Like
I hate to
That's
say it, but that's
wild.
my wife too. 'Cause
Yes.
Last year, but that week between Christmas and New Year's, we watched a bunch of movies, and I feel like all the movies I picked were like really good. And the movie that she picked was The First Wives Club.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the movie with like Bette Midler and Goldie Hawn and Diane
Oh.
Keaton,
Yeah.
and they're all divorcees that
Okay.
start their like they get revenge on their ex-husbands.
Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds,
So they fuck with their husbands.
that sounds kind of fun, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to...
No,
Yeah,
I
and
was-
Bette Midler's like not even fat in it, but they
Yeah.
keep making fat jokes. The whole movie.
Look at Bet's fat ass.
Yeah.
No, I had all these movies I wanted my girlfriend to watch, and we watched a lot of them. Sideways and Mean Streets and whatever,
Great.
Apocalypse Now, just
Yeah.
great films. And
She
she
watched
is into
Apocalypse
them.
Now?
Yeah, she liked it. She likes all of the movies I show her. But then when it's her turn to pick up, she's like, I want you to watch a movie I like. And I'm like, sure. And I swear to God, the first she goes, I really want to show you Beetlejuice. You've never seen Beetlejuice. Because I've never seen Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
She wants me to watch Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is great.
No, I'm not like shitting on Beetlejuice, but it is funny that I'm like, we should watch Apocalypse Now. And then she's like, and then after that, Beetlejuice would be great as well.
Yeah, but I feel like Beetlejuice is a classic comedy.
Maybe it's because they bleed and they get harassed on the train.
Yeah.
They just want to watch something like fun.
Yeah, they don't want. They have
be
horrors. They have bodily horror. 24/7.
But they love the true crime stuff, though.
They love
it's
the
not
true- Yeah,
always
That's
fun.
true. That is true. They do love true crime.
And women love horror movies.
Yeah, women
I'm not
like
a big horror
movies.
movie guy.
Oh, yeah, that's
but every girl I've
interesting,
ever dated loved.
Yeah, my
horror
wife
movies.
likes horror movies. Yeah.
Yeah. My girlfriend fucking doesn't. I'm not a big horror person. We watched Thanksgiving, which I thought was like a really fun, like dumb slasher, and it was like really enjoyable. And she was like legitimately scared. Oh yeah, and I was like, "Are you what?" She was like, "Wow!" I was like, for the guy's got a fucking John Carter mask. He looks like he's dressed up like a pilgrim with an axe. Like it's goofy as hell.
I keep trying to find stuff to watch with my kid because I don't want him to watch YouTube because then he'll start watching YouTube shorts and it's all just like really stimulating, like Spider-Man pushing people off a cliff. Game. So I'm like, so we watched we threw on The Dark Knight yesterday and I forgot that people get like shot in the head.
The opening scene is like
how old's your
Joker.
Kid? 2.5. So you're I was like, oh, this opening scene is fun. The opening scene of Dark Knight is fun. It's loud and it's fun, but they're just executing each other.
He shoots at like the line. He shoots down the line, so he's the only one who robs the bank or whatever. Yeah, that's funny that you're like, I don't want to.
Guy gets hit by a bus.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that cool?
They go round and round. Yeah. Into a
2.5's tough.
Yeah,
2.5 is too. I saw like The Green Mile when I was like 9, and that like actually really traumatized me. It's like scared the shit out of me because The Green Mile had a like a prolific child. And I was like, holy fuck.
My dad took me to see
Mommy, what is that, man? Yeah. Mommy, why is he in prison?
Yeah, like, he's like, he goes, I'm going to start. He's like, I'm going to start fucking your sister. He's like, kidnapped them. He's
that
like,
happened.
Yeah, it was Sam Rockwell's character. Like,
really?
kidnaps 2 little girls. He's like, I'm going to start doing it to your sister. If you scream, I'm going to kill her right in front of you. And I'm like 9 years old. What the fuck? My dad's like, this is great.
And then what happens?
And then it cuts, unfortunately. Yeah.
My dad took me to see $1 Million Baby, and I had a panic attack.
Oh, really?
Dude, that one's bad.
But
Wait, how old were you?
Like 9.
Yeah.
I was like a fat 9-year-old. I was just like hyperventilating in the movie theater.
Well, because
they're like amputating her legs.
Well, they marketed it. They marketed it as like a boxing movie.
Yeah,
like it's a movie about boxing, and it's the last third of it is her just with brain damage.
Yeah.
It's just. The movie should be called Bitch with Brain Damage.
It should be called Hillbilly Vegetable. It's like not about boxing.
She gets like really smart.
It's like a white trash chick and their family's like, she's like bedridden. They've like cut off one of her arms, one of her legs, and she's like breathing through a tube. And her family's like, sign the paper, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
give us some money so we can go to Disney World.
Yeah, we're going to go to Disney World, you fucking whore.
It's about euthanasia. Yeah, it's about like euthanizing somebody.
Yeah. It's really about like mercifully killing. Because she gets hit with the stool scene. You remember that part?
The girl sucker punches her and she falls on the stool.
And then paralyzed.
Her neck lands on the stool.
Yeah, her neck lands on the stool.
And they make the crack sound.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so this isn't like Rocky.
Yeah, I liked when Rocky says, I didn't hear no bell. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was good.
I heard Patrice one time. He was like, yeah, that movie, that's the thing. Like, you hear about that happening to somebody and you go, damn, well, all right, I got to go. I want to see it in a movie.
Yeah, and then you watch a 2-hour thing of grizzled, like, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
I don't want to teach no bitch how to fucking fight.
Why do girls like the true crime so much?
I think it makes them feel safer. It's like they expose themselves to what could happen, and now they feel like in control of it.
Right.
I think it's part of that, but I also think it's
like the way we study war.
Themselves.
Right. Because we study war because we might have to be in, not me, but
that's what I mean.
You guys maybe.
It's like
you said we're going to send him to war.
Maybe.
I'm like counting the bullets, like 1 bullet, 2 bullets, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. I mean, you should. I don't know. That's not a.
No,
you could join Hezbollah if you wanted to.
You would blow your hand off with a grenade so quickly.
No, I wouldn't.
He's the least dexterous person. He would just fumble the grenade. And
no, I would be great with the drones because it's just like gaming.
Yeah.
You'd be good at
Actually.
drones. You would be good.
I'd
at
be
drones.
nice with the Xbox
He
controller.
just
drones.
he goes to war. He gains 100 pounds. He's just been dropping.
Dude, those MREs,
drone bombs.
those MREs are actually really fattening. I have a lot of MREs.
He's in a wheelchair.
You gain weight
Yeah.
in live.
He comes home from war in a wheelchair just because he's too fat.
It's like, your legs blew off like diabetes, dude. They had to cut them off.
Christian, you still have your legs? What? Oh yeah.
That's how you lost a
Diabetes.
foot.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks you got
Diabetes.
caught in a bunker.
Yeah, he's just in a chair for too long.
Yeah, it's like landmines, nachos, dude.
Dude.
They got me.
There's a surprising amount of Applebee's in Afghanistan.
Yeah, they had a Ruby Tuesdays in
Kuwait.
In Kuwait, yeah. I checked out the Ruby Tuesdays in Kuwait. It was good.
So they watch true crime to be like, to like.
I think it's like the way dudes watch war. It's like fake preparation. It's like, that could be me.
It's the way like black people took back the N-word. I think women are taking back violence. Like, this is ours now.
Right.
Rape is ours.
Yeah.
Maybe, dude. I don't think that's not.
I thought that was a good analogy.
I don't think so because it's still ours.
Violence?
Yeah, dude. They're not real. They're just watching it.
Well,
They're
the
not
N-word's
doing it.
also still ours.
Kind of.
How?
What do you
I don't
think?
know. What do I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I don't think it's. I've never used it in my life.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Violence or the N-word. I've just never partaken.
Italian from New Jersey. You've never said the N-word. What a fucking farce. What a lie.
No, but like, dudes do violence.
Okay.
Like women do not do it. They just consume it. I think they're just.
I know. If I
literally-
told you I got, you guys would like laugh at me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it'd be so funny.
Yeah.
I'm already laughing.
And it's not fun. Yeah, it's.
Well, yeah, it's not funny. I wouldn't
Yeah,
laugh
yeah.
at you if you were genuinely.
If Racine told you he got, you wouldn't laugh at all. I can't believe that.
If it was like a real story and he told me the horrors of it, I probably wouldn't be like, ha 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 ha, like to his face.
I think my guttural reaction.
To laugh? I don't know.
I don't want you to get mine.
No, I know.
Nah, I wouldn't laugh at it, dude.
Thanks.
You're welcome, man. If I got, would you laugh at me?
All right. Well, join us over on Patreon where I talk about my.
Mike, you got to put that story behind a paywall. People aren't gonna.
See, this is why I'm worried about Trump coming back, because I feel like comedy was everybody was very uptight.
The number one reason I don't want him to win is because it's going to make comedy shittier.
It's going to make comedy
Biden,
make it
Eric,
way worse.
Biden
It's
president's
better.
comedy
Much
is so
better.
nice,
It's much,
dude.
much better.
It's so nice.
It's like
people
free,
forget.
free
Yeah.
reign to make fun of him without it being weird because everyone hates him. Like
Yeah.
no one's like a huge Biden supporter.
Because you would do podcasts in the Trump years, and people would be like, "Oh, I don't know, should we say that? Should we cut that?" Because everybody was so on edge.
Dude, O'Connor thought that
When
like,
really
there
they're
was-
the same. There's no difference.
Chris thought there was going to be like
course.
a walkout when Shane's special dropped on Netflix. He thought like the employees were going to walk out. I'm like,
Who?
nobody does. When Shane,
Who thought that?
Chris O'Connor, yeah,
Oh.
he was like, I think that there's going to be like the employees of Netflix are going to be mad. I'm like, that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
like
That
it's
was
over. There's no
Chappelle.
walkouts anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Was that during
nobody ever
Biden?
really cared?
Wasn't
Right.
that during Biden, Chappelle with the trans stuff?
But it might have been early Biden.
Yeah, it was early at the very least.
We've had like a really nice like year and a half, 2 years right now.
No, we've been coasting,
it's
dude.
just-
We've been
we're
coasting.
coasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's cool
Yeah.
now.
We can go. What if Mike got?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Comedy was way worse during Trump.
I think so,
especially
yeah.
in New York. You were in Florida.
I was in Florida.
New
yeah.
York, it was really just gay. It was lame.
Yeah, I think
It was.
people-
I was lame. Like, you remember like making your jokes sound more like Brooklyn show friendly
Yeah.
in like 2018.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just took any good joke I had and made it horrible.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just took it. And made, what if it was way shittier and 40 seconds longer?
Yeah, what if I had a 40-second like qualifier?
Yeah, an explanation.
Yeah.
For the funny thing I want to say.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want him to win. No. He's gonna win.
Oh, Trump? Yeah, for sure.
You think he's gonna win?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I thought he was going to win in 2020, but he's like annihilating Biden in the polls by like hilarious margins.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's like Nevada's like a swing state, and he's up by like 11 points. It's like not even close.
Do you think RFK is going to affect it much?
I don't know.
I would
Yeah.
think he would take away from Trump.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like that's what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I'm like halfway to voting for RFK.
Yeah.
He loves RFK.
I kind of like him, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he said the thing about the flight logs, right? He's like,
yeah, he opened.
He's like, I was on Epstein's plane for fun. We went to Disney World.
Yeah,
but not all these other people
are bad.
Yeah,
yeah. No, him.
Did he really say that?
He just said he just admitted that him and his wife went on it twice.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's being received well.
I've been very open about this. Yeah, he there was a previous thing where I
was on Jeffrey Epstein's jet 2 times. I've been open about this in 93, 30 years ago. It was before anybody knew about Jeffrey Epstein's nefarious issues. Was it really?
It was 30 years ago.
Did you really have no idea? They went fossil hunting in South Dakota. Rich people are so
That's
weird.
what they call looking for little girls.
That's when they find like a 16-year-old. They're like, you're a fossil.
you're ancient. Found you in the tar pits. Yeah, that's funny.
You're a fossil.
That's when you fuck a 23-year-old.
We went fossil hunting. Yeah, that's when they fuck women of age. What a weird. Yeah, it does sound cryptic.
Yeah.
We went
fossil.
Hey, Jeff, you want to go fossil hunting again?
I feel like a lot of people will be voting third or fourth party, though.
Yeah. Right? But he's running as a Democrat, I believe. Or no, he's not anymore. He's not anymore.
He's independent.
Yeah, no, he's not.
He's his own man.
Yeah.
Rapid City, South Dakota. God.
Yeah. That's so very weird. Bizarre.
What's this? Epstein victim who testified against Ghislaine has died?
That's how.
You know how.
When did this happen?
The fuck?
This just happened?
Yeah, last month.
Shit.
Wait, how'd she die?
Her family wants answers. It's like, guys.
Don't we all?
How did she die? It looks like she shot herself in the head 14 times. And burned her own car. That's like always how these people die.
Yeah, she melted her own body in acid.
Yeah.
She dragged herself by her own pickup truck.
His wrists were slit and his car was in the Hudson River.
Accidental overdose, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very convenient. Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, what do you do? What do you do? It's
that's
like
the family? Overdose of methadone, fentanyl, and Xanax.
Yeah. Thanks for clearing that up. Thanks for knowing the scientific name of Xanax. Alprazolam.
Yeah. Adriano. Survivor dies of overdose.
She testified in 2021 that she had been addicted to pain pills and cocaine, that she had taken them to block out Epstein's sexual abuse.
And it really is just a waste of time to, care about this stuff.
Right. It's like
You're
going
putting this with the chickens.
What's that? Yeah.
This and the chickens.
I'm filing this with the chickens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Toots.
Yeah.
It's Gaza week.
Hey, sorry,
it's Gaza
Toots.
Genocide week.
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe we'll talk about you on the Patreon.
It's funny that's like every time there's like there'll be like a kind of big thing going on like Gaza or something like that, and then something comes out about some minutia.
Yeah.
And they always say it's like a distraction.
Like a mass shooting. Okay.
Yeah, a mass shooting that they're distracting for, or something like that. Like something else is going on during it to be distracting. Mm-hmm. It's crazy now that like this could be considered that, and it's like no, you know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, Gaza's going on. Oh, by the way, Epstein and RFK know each other, and one of them definitely just got iced.
Yeah. I mean, it's like systemic child sex.
yeah, it's crazy, dude.
If this is a murder, though, why would they do it now? I don't know.
She already testified. Yeah, you got to remember
I hope
this.
They warn me before they kill me.
Yeah,
I hope I get a phone call that's like, stop talking about Palestine, or we'll kill you. I'd be like, all right. Would you like me to wear an Israeli flag?
You also got to remember, this is a South Florida lady who was molested by an old guy. Mm-hmm. I mean, the odds of overdosing are pretty high.
Right. Well, that's why everybody. That's why they chose that method. Also, it's like it loops back around.
Yeah, but you sound like when somebody drowns, you're like, yeah, but this guy was a scuba diver.
I guess you're right.
He dove scuba.
You think Obama's chef? You think they iced him?
Oh yeah.
Well, what I'll say about that is that there have been other people who have worked for like powerful people that have died under mysterious circumstances. Yeah. So like George W. Bush had a brother, his younger brother Marvin Bush. He had a nanny that worked for him, and like her car like rolled over on her. Her car was in the driveway, and it somehow like came out of park.
Oh, it wasn't like she was in the car and it rolled over. She got
rolled on top of her.
Oh my god!
Her own car drove her over.
Yeah, her car. She got
they didn't
ran
even
over
try
with her
to
own
make
car.
that. They didn't even try on that one.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense.
That's so funny.
She had a shitty car. I don't know.
Killed by her Focus, man. Ford
Which
Focus.
it's so shitty. Like you're a domestic worker. You're just like somebody's nanny. And you just walk in and they're like, "Yeah, we made a lot of money off 9/11." You hear it?
Yeah.
You're like, I have your socks. And now they have to kill you.
Yeah, they're like, adios, Consuela.
That's got to be the risk you're taking, right?
Yeah.
You're like, if I'm going to be...
Well, I don't even...
You probably
these
get
are
paid
normal
top dollar.
people. They're not aware of that. I don't think they're like conscious of that. They're just like,
Well, and the Clintons
great
had a
nanny
chef.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Clintons had a chef too that like went hiking and drowned in like a puddle of water.
Fell off a 4-foot cliff.
Yeah.
Bashed his head in.
Onto spikes. Yeah.
I would never take one of those jobs.
This is what I'm saying. It's the risk you take.
Yeah.
You're going to
Yeah,
get paid double the going rate.
Are you though?
Yeah,
I would
say
hope so.
right?
I would hope it's like working for a nice rich family that gives you a lot of money.
Yeah, but what nice rich families don't. They
They're
don't
not,
see you. As
yeah, they're also like they probably pay you less because they're like
my wife does speech therapy, and like the richest families don't get her Christmas gifts.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't know. Maybe Obama paid his gay lover really well.
If I was working one of those jobs, you got to think. I would just be like, can I just wear like noise canceling headphones?
yeah. Right.
Can I wear just like a
Oh,
top?
actually, I can't hear you. Okay, I'll be a chef, but you know, I'm deaf.
Get it done. We found the perfect chef.
When we.
We got the deaf chef.
But how do you drown?
Can't hear anything. He doesn't know what I'm about to fuck. Can't even hear me coming.
He sneaks up behind the deaf chef.
Sneak up behind him. He doesn't know what hit him.
Just Obama kissing you on the neck
Yeah.
while you're pretending.
Obama's just jerking off behind them. And
you're just like do 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 do.
Yeah.
There's ruled an accident.
Well, because the Clinton chef, they like went to some restaurant in Virginia and he made these lamb chops, and Hillary Clinton was like, "These are the best lamb chops I've ever had. I want this guy to work at the White House." If that was me, I'd be like, "How about I just give you the recipe?" It's actually really easy to make.
You'd be like, actually, Enrique in the back made it. That wasn't me. I just kind of oversee stuff. He's really the lamb chop guy. I don't.
Yeah.
It's really the sous chef. I can't take the glory. The sous chefs are the ones.
You know what? Actually, the secret ingredient is diarrhea. He just ate diarrhea, and I'm crazy. Actually, I'm insane. I can't be a chef. Just shit in your hand and start licking it. Yeah, I'll be your chef.
Just laughing. He was like, chicken pie, all right, I got you. Of course. Love it.
Shit on your face. Honey, work got a little crazy today. But I kept us safe.
You come home with shit all over your face. You're like, Clinton's came back. What?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
But how do you?
Why did I fucking?
What about the? What about?
Because you're in the person's house, you know.
You're gonna hear something.
You're gonna hear something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they have a guest
spot.
quarters. I'd be way, in the what's it called, like the guest house.
Yeah.
I'd be spending as much time as I could in the guest house.
Yeah.
I would be waking up at like 3 a.m. and cooking everything and being like, all right, it's already done.
Okay, it's done.
Yeah.
I
Heat it
didn't
up
tell you
by
I'm
me.
nocturnal, actually.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What about the?
Hey guys, it's all in Tupperware, and I got another job.
What's it? The Will Smith thing? Did you see that?
What?
Like the former Will Smith assistant talking about how he caught him and how he caught Will Smith and somebody else like having gay sex.
Oh, let
Everybody
Will Smith have
says
gay
he's gay.
sex.
Yeah, can
Everyone
he just have
says
gay sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what? Why are you ratting?
Yeah. Because he got fired and he was
Who did
mad.
he have? His former assistant, Brother Bilal.
Yeah, Brother Bilal.
is so funny.
Why these people need attention so bad? Of course, Will Smith has gay sex.
He's a Scientologist.
You can't be that charismatic. And,
not have gay sex.
Not have gay sex.
Yeah.
But
there was just a really funny interview with his former assistant, and he's just talking about how he walks in on Will and this guy having gay sex.
Dwayne Martin.
Dwayne Martin. And he's talking about, he goes, yeah, it's this one where he goes, he was killing him. He's like, Will's bent over the bed, and then he's back there killing him. He keeps saying he was killing him. Killing.
Yeah, it's like, get a life.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah,
dude?
I don't like you snitching on Gay Will.
Yeah.
If you guys caught me having gay sex,
Of course would you rat
on me?
No.
Thanks, man.
That would be our little secret.
Yeah. Because it's probably one of you guys fucking killing me back there. Fucking killing me.
And I'm sure that's weird because if you catch Will Smith having gay sex, I'm sure he like gives you a raise. Or something,
He
right?
gives you something awesome.
You know?
He's not at kill you level. Like he's not at like murder level of success.
No, he just like grabs your
know.
shoulder a little too tight and hands you like $2,000, and you're like,
for
okay,
sure.
probably more
Keeps
than
you
that.
quiet.
That's not even. I'm so fucking broke. $2,000. I'm like, holy hell!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder what
like
that
100.
But I wonder what Obama's chef like stumbled in on.
That's a good question.
You know?
Yeah, what do you think?
Seeing Big Mike.
Yeah.
So, do you want to let me be clear?
Do not tell anybody about my wife's cock.
Yeah, she has a penis.
We're gonna
that
keep
was
that
not-
between you and me.
Me and Big Mike have gay sex. I love my Big Mike Gable. I think Michelle Obama's kind of hot.
Yeah.
That's my hot take.
Let me see. Let's see her.
She has a great ass. Dude, she has a huge dumper.
Really?
Yeah.
I never noticed.
Oh, she's got a wagon wheel back
No,
there.
she's kind of weird looking.
Nah, I would, though. I
She
would
has a nice body, I
I
think.
definitely 100% would.
It's got to be. It's pretty impressive.
She hides
to, like,
it, but
have
she's
this,
got a wagon wheel.
It's impressive to have the same wife for decades, and there's no scandals or anything. Mm-hmm. Like Bill Clinton was just everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
He got a little sloppy about it.
he got real sloppy.
You can't just people in the Oval
It was the
Office.
90s.
No.
It's so funny he was going to Epstein's Island and then also in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
what
Yeah.
what a drive on that.
Yeah, you can't shit where you eat. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't where you eat. Can't.
And then Monica Lewinsky, she got ratted out by that pig.
Yeah.
her friend, right?
I think so.
What, I
something
don't know
like
about
that.
this.
There was like
I
a
think, like,
leaking of it. It was not
Another
her
lady,
doing.
some fat bitch who worked at I think Linda Tripp.
Oh, yeah.
She like recorded her or something.
Yes,
That's
there was.
right.
She was like,
there
I
was a-
sucked the president's dick, and this
Lewinsky
fat-
was not
this-
good looking.
this
I'll say
hag.
that about a young
You
Monica.
think?
Nah.
She looks good now though.
She looks hot now. She looks better, but she looked kind of chunky and like funky in '90s.
Let's
and
see
kind of
young
messy.
Monica
Well,
Lewinsky.
Look up a young Monica Lewinsky.
No, but she does. Yeah, she does look better.
Yeah, see what I mean? She's
way hotter
she's
now.
Kind of
She's way hotter. That's a great photo right there.
On the
that middle
left-
one.
the middle one, yeah, on the left.
Yeah.
She's hot there.
Yeah.
On the left, but that's her new. That on the right is her in the '90s. She's like looks much better
Would you marry Monica Lewinsky if you had the chance?
right now.
I don't know if she's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they paid her off. Beanie Feldstein to
there's-
play Monica Lewinsky.
He
There's no
really
point-
did kind of like ruin her life.
Yeah, for no reason.
I mean, there's a reason.
Yeah, but like
No reason?
it's not
Yeah,
her
she's
fault,
got like
dude.
it's she's like figuring out who she is. with
But
that
who
hair-
ruined her
that
life? The
hairstyle.
Clintons?
Yeah,
Whoever-
I think
whoever
Hillary
made
like
it-
threatened her or something.
I think the scandal that broke.
She's like, my husband didn't put his penis in you.
you put your penis in him.
He fucks me once every 2 months.
Yeah, probably less than that.
He's got to be never banging her.
Never.
Yeah.
I also think young Hillary Clinton.
She looks good there.
I would have sex with young
Really?
Hillary Clinton.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
she's kind of hot.
Let's see.
Kind of my type. You will
like when
not-
she's like in the Senate.
kind of a young. She's just like a. She looks like a nice.
Yeah, she
pretty
looks
girl.
like a nice like a
Like right there.
Yeah,
Dude,
right there,
You tell
that's
me you
good,
wouldn't.
yeah.
You telling me you wouldn't?
I dated a girl who looked just like this. Shout out Samantha.
I definitely would.
Yeah, I feel you. I actually kind of feel you. I thought I wasn't going to be into it. But
Well, yeah, because she kind of had
Young
the
Hillary
old,
can
she
get
almost
it
had like
for real,
a
for real.
'60s kind of like
yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of got an almost famous look to her.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like a mama, like a mama Cass kind
Penny
of.
Lane.
Yeah.
But look, she looks very uncomfortable. Like any picture of her with Bill, right? She looks kind of uncomfortable.
And he's f***ing her.
In that picture, he is.
Literally f***ing her in that photograph.
He really is just a disgusting.
Yeah, no, he's like a horrific. Dude, he was at the Nets game. My girlfriend and I went to the Nets game, and he was there, and
Yeah.
everybody's like cheering and like running at him, trying
Yeah.
to get pictures. And I'm like, isn't it funny? He's like a serial child molester.
Yeah.
Like he's like a vicious sex offender. And
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
like, Bill,
Bill. We don't believe
Charismatic
that
guy,
crap.
though.
Yeah.
Charming fella.
I mean, he seems like a real, a real mensch, from what I understand about him.
Yeah, I mean,
Mulaney has that bit about him,
what about him?
about his mother.
The other
meeting-
shoe. Yeah. The other shoe just dropped.
What is that? Is that the line in it?
Yeah, he said his dad like hated Bill Clinton because he was conservative, and so he was
okay.
like, "I love Bill Clinton." And then when the sex stuff came out, his dad goes, "The other shoe just dropped."
Well, they talk about his mother. Meets
What a great
Bill Clinton.
comic who can't keep his dick out of.
I mean, who cares? I mean, it's such like a nothing thing. It's like, I don't know. I was kind of like stoked on his new special because I was like, this is way, like, cocaine stuff is way more interesting than like your dog. Yeah. You know, I'm like, this is sweet.
Yeah, it's like Dark Mulaney.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, dude, Edgy Mulaney, I'm fucking here for it.
Yeah. I didn't see
like,
that.
I'm addicted to cocaine.
I was my chef. I had to drown him in the ocean. Have you ever tried to drown someone in 2 feet of water?
And make it look like an accident? Yeah, I love Dark Mulaney. I've been busting fat loads of Olivia Munn.
Like you do.
You know, as you do. So I respect the hell out of him for that. But the other stuff where he's like pacing around and he's talking about like, I love my wife. I'm like, okay, well, it's not that exciting to me.
You ever been to Catholic day school? My mother used to take me to Catholic day school.
Yeah, and you're like, well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't care that much. But
then it's just silly that people were like kind of betrayed by him cheating on his wife. They took it real personal.
That's like a girl thing.
It's a girl. That's such a chick.
Such a girl thing. I was talking to my girlfriend about this. I forgot who it was, but talking about, I think it was Matt Rife, talking about feeling like personally betrayed.
Yeah, that's a girl thing. Guys definitely don't lose their shit when Cumtown breaks up.
Yeah. That's never happened.
Dude, there's that guy KFC at Barstool. There's like a thing where I guess he cheated on his wife or something, and the fans, the dude, like 38-year-old millennial bro fans of Barstool, like half of them are like pissed at him about it. I'm like, why do you care?
It's parasocial
kind of
stuff.
Good though.
Yeah, it's parasocial.
You shouldn't cheat on your wife.
But
if I cheated on my wife, my audience, I think, would be upset with me.
Yeah,
you think so?
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
they shouldn't go. That's Mike.
Huh?
Would you give a fuck if Recine cheated on his wife? I wouldn't care.
Not interpersonally, but if I was like a podcast,
people
fan,
know me
different.
and they know her, and I think I would understandably lose
yeah, exactly.
Some,
yeah, it's that thing where they have.
Well, what if they don't know your wife? If they know your wife, I get it. But if you just cheated on your wife and then. Like, getting upset about it is odd to me. It's like a dude.
But what did the Barstool fans like say about it?
I've just seen so many videos. Like he's one of the guys where like every video of him, every comment's like this guy should fucking kill himself.
Oh my god!
Like, I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know enough about the Barstool stuff. He seems like a fucking fine guy to me. I don't know anything about him. But every video I see that comes up on their Instagram that he's in, they're like, the guy's the fucking worst. I'm like, he said 4 words
because he cheated.
But
on his wife,
there's more I've seen. Then they're like, he cheated on his fucking wife. What a fucking piece of shit. I'm like, why do you? Isn't this about gambling?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Aren't we all
like, what's the spread on the Notre Dame game?
Yeah. Well, people do want to, but people do want to take you down. Like it's fun to take somebody down.
Yeah,
it's fun to trash somebody.
Oh yeah,
for bad behavior.
It's fun to get annoyed by things. It's fun to like have that journey of you like something and then you get annoyed by it.
Yeah,
and then you're like, they're kind of coming back.
Well, when somebody's successful, it's good to go. Oh yeah, you're a piece of shit. That's why.
Yeah,
you're a scumbag.
Yeah, that's probably.
I do that with like sociopathy. I always attribute sociopathy to every successful person. I just go, they're a sociopath, which like I bet a bunch of them aren't. But it's fun to just think.
Billionaires and politicians, you're probably right, almost 100%.
Yeah, but like I always do with celebrities.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know Chris Pratt's a sociopath.
Yeah,
you're like
Chris
a nice
Pratt,
guy.
dude, psycho.
I do that immediately. I'm like, I know nothing about him.
He's a sick fuck. See him in that Marvel movie? He's fucking crazy.
Yeah, the guy's on like fucking Fallon being incredibly charming, talking about like his dog, and I'm like, this fucking guy's just got nothing in there.
Nazi.
Nothing behind those eyes.
He got into a thing because he was like took a picture with Jordan Peterson. Everyone hated him for that. Oh, but he's like a devout Christian. And you're like, of course he likes Jordan Peterson. He loves Jesus Christ.
Right. You got to let some people love America and love
Jesus
God.
And like, John Krasinski. It's the
working
same
out
thing.
for
like
them.
with the Jack Reacher stuff, people were like, this is like warmongering.
Well, he was on the red carpet. He was like, oh, I love the CIA. They're awesome.
Yeah. What they got to him. They got to
Jim from the
yeah.
Is
Jim's compromised.
Is Jack Reacher like a Tom Clancy thing?
Something like that. It's I don't know if it's it might not be John. Is it?
No,
Jack
but isn't
Reacher?
he? What's his? No, his show is that is Tom Clancy, right?
He loves
Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan.
That's Tom Clancy, right?
I have
because the show's called Jack Ryan.
Yeah,
Tom
Tom
Clancy's
Clancy's Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
And it's just him being like, I'm a cool super agent and awesome.
It's a fun story. Like, hey, I'm an American spy. You know.
Yeah, it's so funny. They call it the Ryan verse. Could there be a more like boring name for something? Yeah. Welcome to the Ryan verse. Is that like a 12-year-old's bedroom? knock, but no chicks allowed in the Ryan verse. You got to knock on the door for the Ryan verse.
It's fun. Like, I'm James Bond. I'm a spy. I fight these supervillains.
But
like,
that is like propaganda. Like all that stuff is.
Because the supervillain would be like a group of farmers that want to,
like liberate.
Buy back their land. Yeah.
Tim was.
They want to liberate
James
Yemen.
Tim was telling me that like the actors he meets in Hollywood, they're like bros, and a lot of them like Trump. He's like, they're all bros, and it makes sense. He's like, they're dumb, hot, like jacked guys.
Yeah,
and they played like football in high school.
That's
He's
who
like, they're bros, and they're
wish
like,
I was.
bro, Trump's kind of a savage, but could never say, but Trump's kind of a savage. Like, he's like, they're all just
kind of
dumb
went
bros.
off, bro. Kind of went off on that.
Yeah,
bro,
Trump's
cooking.
fire, dude.
He's cooking right now.
It makes sense. It's like
you can't expect these people to have like good opinions on stuff.
No, they're like hot, famous,
but just
rich
don't share.
people.
Just don't share them.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of them don't.
But what's happened
you see
now?
Stuff like The Rock and like who's it, Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
They love like comedy and podcasts. I mean, these guys are definitely huge Republicans in their hearts.
I would think The
Sure.
Rock.
Or in
The
their
Rock
home.
is 100%.
They love like Rogan and comedy. I'm like, they're in. They
He wakes up at
think
4 a.m. and takes an ice bath. He's not fucking MAGA. He's
They're like, who's
definitely
this Michael Rappaport guy? He really tells it like it is.
God. Him and Gelman are just psychotic.
Yeah. Gelman gave a really good speech though at the at the March for Israel.
Really?
I watched it. I was like, this is good. Credit where credit's due.
like
Like it was
performed
compelling,
well.
or it was
Or you-
good
it was
performance?
The story that he told was like a good story.
good points.
He's like,
You don't agree with him remotely.
no, I don't agree with any of it. But
Yeah.
it's like he's like we're Jewish people and we always have to like all we have is each other. That was the sort of the thesis of his 5-minute speech, and everyone went, yeah.
he was just crushing.
He was crushing.
Is that true
Yeah, I feel
though?
you.
No, it's not. True.
Okay.
No.
I was like,
They're-
what is this?
Yeah.
That's like a Zionist
Yeah.
point. Is just all we have is each other. Like, what are you talking about?
They have,
Like, what-
they have to be.
Dude.
They have to be the victims.
Yeah.
I fucking was. I was like on Twitter, and it was like everyone's like, Amy Schumer's losing her mind, and then I went over to like some psychotic Amy Schumer like Zionist post thing, and I clicked on it, and the first comment was you going, "Did you just say Gazans are?"
Well, that
it
was,
was
the one,
like the top.
it was like, it got like 20,000 likes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta find you guys.
Did you start with it? You probably know her.
Sort of. Yeah.
Like-
Talked to her a couple times.
Yeah.
Bumped elbows.
Yeah, but it's.
But you're not going to get an
But I
angry
do think
email.
these people. I don't know if I do. I'll just be like, I don't know. I say what I believe.
Say what you believe. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of these people do believe what they're saying.
Yeah.
Because I saw an interview with Gelman, and he was like, "Yeah, well, I have lost a lot of friends, but you have to keep your integrity, or otherwise, who are you?" And I'm like, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
my side. So it's just interesting. But then how do you not see all the death and destruction?
Right.
I think they just care more about their own people than they care about the death and destruction.
Sure.
There's no way they
Right.
don't know about it. That's
Well,
insane.
it's also like you have to be at least sympathetic to the
guess they
hypersensitivity of being a Jew.
Yeah.
Because, like, the Holocaust, obviously. Like, you can appeal
Yeah,
to
that was so long ago.
Yeah, it didn't even happen. So it's like, well, but
It's like, but the idea that like if things get really bad and then everyone's gonna go flee to Israel.
yeah.
Is that
It's like,
gonna?
no, I don't think so.
What, like here?
Yeah, if things get bad here, are you really gonna go fly to Israel?
The idea that Amy Schumer is going to go to Jerusalem
Yeah.
when the shit hits the fan. That's insane.
No.
Yeah.
No.
She's going to go to Cancun.
Yeah, no, she's going to be in Malibu.
Yeah.
This is
fine.
They're going to be in like Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. They're like
Yeah.
going to be in a nice place. They're going to be like Sun Valley.
Wasn't there a thing
like a
where
ski
they
enclave?
where they wanted
And you
to
guys
put
don't
it-
have to co-sign this statement I'm going to make, but it's
Sure.
like it's really fun to tell people that they're not oppressed, like white men.
Sure.
When white men act like victims, you go stop.
Yeah.
And the same with white women.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel that way about Jewish Americans a little bit. I'm like, you need to chill out. You're not
Damn,
the
dude.
bottom rung of society. You're just not.
I really hope Biden wins again.
I know.
Yeah, no, I mean,
This I want to show you guys this. This made me
I
laugh.
like the-
Did you see this?
I don't know how it's going to happen, and I don't know when it's going to happen. But the second Amy Schumer dies, I'm taking the fattest, wettest shit on her grave. I'm gonna find it.
She goes, I'm gonna find her grave and drink a gallon of milk on the way.
That is the wettest shit.
What a fucking dude! That's incredible. That's
you can't
so
like
funny.
out funny. Yeah, that's the funniest. That's the highest
that's
level
the best,
of comedy.
take that there's gonna be.
That's the best take there's gonna be.
I'm gonna take a fat wet shit on her grave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's going on with Gelman? He looks like a demon.
He's
that's
insane
anti-Semitic.
person.
Yeah.
Because he's never been like a star, but he's like a 50-year-old guy who makes his living occasionally being like put into Hollywood shows and movies via his friends.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that would just drive you into madness to just piecemeal along networking opportunities into your 50s.
Yeah,
Right.
He's just like a
Just to go from podcast appearance to podcast appearance. Never really watch all your friends. Watch all your friends become big stars. I mean, it would turn you into an Islamic terrorist.
yeah, man.
Oh my God, I'm Brett Gelman. I'm Muslim Brett Gelman.
You are. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
But he
Holy
always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. There's something like creepy about him.
I will give
Yeah.
him this. He can be really funny. He had this
Really?
thing. Oh yeah, dude. He had this thing. He had like a couple. It's super alty, like absurdist shit. But he had one called the Eye Brain, which is just like a fake story he tells for 10 minutes on a podcast. It's unbelievably funny.
Yeah.
And then he had one called Gelmania, which is he did like a live. It was like a 10-minute one-man show. That's it. It was 7 minutes, and he's doing. It's like. I don't even know how to describe it. It's him being a psycho,
Yeah.
but it's really funny. I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
He's just insane. It's really funny. And it's like he had a live audience for it, and they don't really like it. They're kind of just really scared.
I love
which
that
makes
kind
it
of stuff.
way funnier.
Yeah, it's like for the audience.
That is fun because I'll post clips of me like bombing. And that's like more fun to me than something where they do really well. And people go, "Why would you post this?" I go, "It was funny to me."
Yeah. Because obviously this audience didn't appreciate it, so maybe someone online.
You're a fun. You're a
it's
fun
just-
bomber. You bomb really funny.
Oh, thanks.
You're
That's a nice compliment.
You're obviously a funny person. We did a show at like the Village Lantern one time. I think we were just hanging out and they put us on and there were 5 people in there and we were just everybody's bombing to silence. You were like 10 minutes in, you're like, you people are animals. You fucking killed me.
Thanks. It's just weird because he's doing this interview and he's like, well, if you don't have integrity, then who are you? So he thinks that what he's doing is having integrity, but it's like the information you're missing huge parts of chunks of information,
massive blinders on.
Yeah.
But I think he's taken in the information. I don't think he cares about it as much as he cares about like his fellow Jewish people.
Yeah, but it bounces off of him, I think. I don't know if he's not absorbing it. If he was like genuinely absorbing it, he wouldn't have such a hardline stance. At the very least. He would at least be like waffly and quiet, maybe. You know?
Think so?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I don't think they earnestly take in what's happening in Gaza and go, yeah, well, da-da-da-da-da. You know
no,
what
I
mean?
totally think they are.
Maybe.
I think they care. They're like they're Zionists. They care more about
Sure.
Jewish prosperity and preservation than they do violence against Palestine.
And they must see it as like a necessary evil or something.
They think they're only doing it in retaliation and yada yada, and that like they're also like probably, even though they're taking in a lot of the facts about the violence, they're probably taking in a lot of propaganda, which is like the Hamas placed their headquarters in a hospital, and it's like, well, that doesn't mean you fucking blow up the hospital.
It's also not true.
It's not, no. And then it's, well, the 40 dead babies with the beheaded babies didn't happen, but they're probably like, they probably didn't hear that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they've been lied to enough by the Israeli government to notice it. You know, like,
boy, does he look like a freak, huh?
Yeah, what a psycho. I mean, you could say the same thing about a lot of like really patriotic Americans. It's like, are they ignoring it? You know, like what America actually is like. You know, what they actually do, especially like foreign affairs type things. Or foreign policy type things.
It's like they were kids. They were kids that died on October 7th, but it was in like the single digits.
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Like, as opposed to the amount of Palestinian kids that have died?
Yeah.
Well, it's always what always happens is that Hamas killed 1,100 people on October 7th,
and then the IDF kills 5,000.
And then it's 7,000, and then they're like, "Would you talk
but
about?"
Even some of that. Some of those numbers.
Racine's in deep.
That's what I mean. Yeah, at least 16,248 Palestinians have been killed since Gaza since October 7, and Israel, the official death toll stands at 1,200. So,
and you guys can look into this if you want, but there's there's evidence that Hamas didn't have that kind of firepower that was
alleged.
On October.
There's also the thing that it's kind of like a Pearl Harbor 9/11 thing where you go, why did this government allow this to happen? How did they not know? How these people are living in a prison and they managed to do this? It doesn't. Yeah, that's where I get tinfoil hat. I'm like, dude,
it's like when people say, "Give me a reason." You're looking for a reason. People, you want to carry out some level of
dude. There's speeches. Netanyahu has made 9 speeches where he's like, 9/11 fucking made it. You're like, 9/11 was a great reason to go invade Iraq, and you're like, he's lauding it as a good thing, and you're like, what? It's sometimes the public needs a kind of outcry from a horror like that, and you're like, dude, Netanyahu's a freak.
He's like a genocidal maniac.
He's a psycho.
Well, it's also funny that all these liberal people in Hollywood or what have you, in New York or L.A., are now siding with Benjamin Netanyahu. It's like he's a far-right genocidal fucking freak.
Yeah, he's a nationalist. He's at least a nationalist, warmonger. Yeah. At the least. And
when you look at those pictures from the houses and the music festival, those houses are destroyed. So I'm just. Are you saying that Hamas did that with the grenade launchers that they had? Or
they can't even get water.
Down? The tanks showed up and started killing people.
That's where I get pretty skeptical about stuff. I don't know anything. Also, the horror, the worst thing is just the information that comes in from this.
It's all bad.
How are you sourcing any of this? It's impossible. It's literally impossible. And then the funny thing is, people are like, "There's an anti-Semitic twist in the media." I'm like, that is not true.
That's not the way. That's not the way it's twisted. That's not the way it's twisted.
Yeah, no, it's twisted the other way.
You'll get canceled for saying that.
What?
The other one.
The media stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You can say that they shot their own people with tanks, but if you say that they're the media. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying it's the Jewish media. I'm just saying America supports Israel, therefore our media supports Israel.
Very clearly they support Israel in a lot of things. It's just, so you're like, what? I've heard multiple people say that there's an anti-Semitic twist in American media. And
idea that
in what world?
The mainstream media skews pro-Palestine is psychotic.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've seen BBC stuff that's pretty much condemning Israel.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They've been very pretty flat out about calling out.
You can only do so much. You can only go so far with this.
Yeah.
Before, even people like Jake Tapper, what are you doing here?
What do you mean?
Who's Jake Tapper?
What's Jake Tapper? I know Jake Tapper. What's he doing?
He interviewed an Israeli government official, and he was like, "That's sort of hard to believe that you're trying not to kill civilians."
Okay,
that's what he said to.
Yeah, he's a colleague of ours just lost 9 family members.
Yeah,
so it's hard to believe that you're not.
What did the Israeli official say?
He just said, "Oh, well, it's tragic, but it's funny because there was more moral clarity in a couple days after the war started." You know,
what do you mean?
There was more because then it's you go okay, this attack happened, and now they're going to retaliate, but they're going too far with how they retaliate. Immediately they blew up a high rise and started bombing civilians and everything.
Yeah.
But then once you get a chance for the propaganda machine to get going,
then
everybody starts repeating a bunch of misinformation. So now there's not as much.
It's like a Newsweek cycle thing where they're you go, they beheaded 1 billion babies, and then you go, well, actually, it ended up not being that many babies. Actually, it didn't even, and then, people latch on to the first part.
But it becomes you let the dialogue.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then
you let the dialogue keep going, and they get to add more of
more crap into
ideas.
Yeah, so the rhetoric, or
it's like a lasagna, but they keep shitting in the lasagna, and eventually you're like, well, I guess it's okay. It's 60% lasagna.
Right, it's like a frog in water, but it's diarrhea and lasagna.
Do you remember the New American Century?
No.
It was a paper written about what would be good for, securing like a post in the Middle East or something. Essentially, it alludes to something like a 9/11 happening and how it would be good to manipulate the fear of Americans post on soil tragedy.
Yeah. Is this pre 9/11?
Project for the New American Century. It's a neoconservative think tank based at Washington, D.C. There you go, in 97. Yeah.
It's never good when they're a neoconservative think tank. That's
neoconservative think tank based in D.C. in fucking 97.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll get you down the 9/11 rabbit hole for sure.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you're talking about of like, did Netanyahu know about this Hamas attack plan? It's like, you're looking for a reason.
Yeah.
You want a reason.
It's,
Well, there was some article that
that
came
might
out
be
that
just
said-
confirmation bias or something, you know.
They said somebody was like shorting stocks or something with there was activity in the stock market before October 7th. People were like shorting stocks.
What, like hummus stock?
Yeah. Yeah, they knew it was going to go down. Yeah.
Shawarma stock's going to plummet.
Everyone's going to pull out
just-
of yeah.
Dude, I'm going to be rich. I just shorted Baba Ganoush. Yeah. Where'd you see what's coming on the 7th?
I just sold my green headband share. There's a company called Green Headbands Incorporated.
They heard of it. They're like, "Fuck!"
Yeah, made a lot of money off selling my green headband.
I gotta have green handbags right at the right time.
I think my dad made a bunch of money off the Iraq War.
How?
I think he bought Halliburton stock.
Really? Yeah. What does your
he's
dad
like
a blue collar guy?
No,
right?
he's not. He works at a bank.
Oh, okay. Your dad's
He's
smart.
like a loan. I guess he's smart. Yeah.
Yeah. So funny. I really
He's
profiled
he's
you.
a
That was
teller.
kind of Italian.
Well,
on
yeah.
Italian
People are like
violence.
surprised. Yeah. No, he's like a mild Italian guy who works at a bank.
So,
He's like he does like commercial lending or something.
I thought he like owned a deli or something.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. So
He
your dad's
drove a forklift. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty smart. My dad is like ridiculously well read, and he knew about Elon and Tesla like years before the vast majority of people did. And I always ask him because Tesla's stock spiked in a way that's like historic.
Yeah.
And I always ask him like, "Did you put money in Tesla?"
Yeah.
Because you would have made like, if you put
Yeah,
like
yeah.
$20,000, you would have made like $1 million.
Yeah.
I think it's 50x.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Did you put some money in Tesla?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "Why? You would have got in. You would have made millions." And he was like, "I just thought Elon was kind of nuts, and I thought he was going to blow the whole thing up because he's kind of crazy."
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, "He is, but he kind of didn't."
Yeah.
He's a real.
We got to
fuck.
know when to get out is the other thing.
Yeah,
Because it's hard to get out of stuff. Because like I invested in this company called Upwork. It's like it's like Fiverr.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at one point I was up like $4,000, and I was like, should I sell this? But then I was like, nah, it's gonna go up. It's gonna be Apple.
Yeah.
It's gonna go up more. I'm gonna be a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know, and of course I sold it at like a gain of like $68 or something. I needed the fucking money.
Well, yeah, like guys who are investors always say that the heartbreakers aren't the money you lose on an investment.
Money you
It's
could have
pulling
made.
out too early is the one
yeah.
that you think about.
Yeah,
it's
that
like
makes
I
sense.
pulled out here and it could have gone.
Not just a
nuclear.
bad bet. It's like,
But if that's your mindset,
I only made
you're gonna
1,000. I could have made 1 million. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would. I got my ass like kicked. Like I got really. Yeah.
By
You lost
what?
money in stocks.
Yeah. Because I just held on to everything.
Yeah, I have a few
you-
friends like that.
Did you got into just investing yourself?
Yeah.
Why don't you get like an advisor?
Because I don't try. It feels like kind of cuckish to me to have another man pick your stocks. That sounds gay. That's kind of gay.
You gonna fuck my wife next?
It's gay to let another man pick your stocks.
What's he investing in? Fucking dildos? I guess you're right.
Actually, that's a great point. That is gay.
Yeah.
It's like giving your friend $100 to go to a casino because you're not so good at gambling. It's like,
Yeah.
nah, dude, I know the numbers.
My buddy invests all my stuff. I let him go.
Yeah.
Him and his
Gay.
company.
Osama bin. Yeah, that is kind of gay. Does he? Does he
He's a
fuck your
financial
girlfriend,
advisor.
too?
Does he fuck my girlfriend?
Yeah, I let him have sex with my girlfriend too. And he handles my money, and he picks out my clothes. And
Sometimes he just comes into my house, goes in my fridge,
drinks my milk right out of the gallon.
Yeah.
Keeps his shoes
Back
on,
washes
sits
it
on
into
my
the
couch.
into the jug.
What?
Yeah.
The Osama bin Laden thing we were going to say about the letter or whatever, that's like a big deal.
So in
now.
his letter, he's like, he kind of rails against, American culture and foreign policy and everything.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is my grandmother's 98, and I want to read her the letter, but tell her it's written by like a young conservative and just see what she agrees
Be like,
with.
Nixon wrote this in the 50s. What do you think about that?
Yeah. A young girl, she escaped from Cuba, actually. She escaped communism in Cuba. And she's really... been making a splash.
Tricking your elderly grandmother into siding with Osama bin Laden.
And you go, you know who really wrote that?
Yeah.
Or as she's passing away. Osama bin Laden. That's her last words that you tell her.
Yeah. But the letter's great because it's like some of the stuff you agree with, some of the stuff he's wrong, you know, and you're like, this is why we need free speech. Everybody should just get to say what they want to say.
Yeah, if Osama had Twitter.
Yeah.
He's blowing up on
that.
TikTok right now.
Yeah,
right?
he's big on TikTok.
They love him on
They love him on TikTok.
Osama bin Laden and Matt Rife are dominating TikTok right now.
Yeah.
So one of the things he said that I agree with, he goes, your economy is just based on speculation and gambling, and it destroys people's lives. It's not you don't have it like a sustainable economy. And then another thing he said was that, like, you know, AIDS is your fault because you're all decadent and you're all being gay and
Yeah,
so I was like, I don't agree with that.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
But I agree with the economic parts.
I hear the AIDS part. I'm like,
dude, yeah. Well,
you hate America, but you love our free speech, buddy.
Yeah.
It's so funny he says decadent. Like he looks at gay sex like foie gras,
like chocolate cake. He's like, no, I
two guys fucking. He's like, you need to have everything, don't you? Wouldn't we all love
Someone
that?
offers him gay sex. He's like, I couldn't. I get right. This is a bit rich.
I'm on a diet.
Oh, I had a big lunch.
No, I had pussy today. I'm fine. I mean, what the fuck was I going to talk about? Talk about Osama. Oh, the gay thing, the AIDS thing. Did you ever see like there's this old video of Reagan's press secretary being asked about AIDS? Mm-hmm. That's like a wild video. I don't know if you can find it, but he's talking. They're talking about other shit, and then this guy, it's too long. But there's a moment in it where he goes, there's a journalist, and the journalist says, "What have you heard about like what's going on in the gay community with this like immune disorder about AIDS?" And the press secretary goes, "What, do you fucking got it?"
Yeah.
And it gets a huge laugh in the room, and you're like, "Holy fucking shit!"
Gay.
This is the darkest thing I've ever heard.
Got a queer in the building.
Yeah. It's like, what are you gonna do about AIDS? You're like. And you're like, what the hell? Jesus.
Yeah.
So that was bad. That's where I thought Osama was going. But he was like, no, actually being gay is fucking gross.
It's decadent.
It's decadent, yeah.
Well, but we're going to be boomers someday.
Yeah.
We're going to have antiquated opinions.
There's people who still believe. There's people that pop up in your TikTok comments, go, "Oh, what are you, gay?" And it's like a guy who's 60 that lives in Florida.
Yeah.
So we're going to, I think, we have to be boomers someday.
Yeah,
right?
we called what's her name? The Bud
what
Light
are you,
girl.
a kangaroo?
Yeah, what are you?
Fuck you, Dad. I am.
What's the lady who did the trans woman who did Bud Light?
Dylan Mulvaney.
Dylan Mulvaney. We were referring to her as she, and we got a comment that was like, "You fucking cucks."
Like, of course, the New York lib cucks.
Yeah, you know, New York libtard.
Dylan Mulvaney.
That's right.
She.
That's right.
And I'm like,
she is a she.
Yeah.
You got a problem with it?
It's a beautiful
I'm
lady.
like, what is the big
Brooklyn.
deal?
It's a strong, independent woman, right?
Yeah.
there.
I'm like, why are
Come
we...
to Brooklyn. Tell me and my wife's boyfriend you have a problem with it.
Come to Brooklyn and fuck my wife with that.
Hey, you got a problem with my lifestyle, buddy?
Hey, come down to fucking Brooklyn and fuck my wife.
I'm the lover of two trans women.
Yeah, you can fight me and both my dads.
Say that to my father and his husband. Yeah, dude, fuck that shit, dude. That shit's gay.
Yeah.
If you comment that, you're gay.
Yeah, we get. I rarely. It's funny because I feel like you always think because we came up in the Trump comedy time.
Yeah, that
I'm always going to get called like a fucking white sympathizer piece of shit, straight white fucking neo-Nazi freak or whatever thing. And it's always like you're a lib cuck fucking snowflake.
Yeah,
bitch.
online they're like,
every
you're
time
a
I get
gay,
chirped, it's like I'm a lib cuck. Like I
Sure.
love trans women. And I suck cock for a living.
Yeah,
like that's
which is all true.
We do love trans women.
And we do suck cock for a living.
We don't, not for a living yet. We're not professional.
Yeah, we're working
someday.
our way up to sucking cock.
A lot of straight comics like trans ladies.
Really?
I feel like, Ian, finance,
Yeah.
Eddie
He's not
Murphy.
straight.
Ian's bi, I guess you're right.
Well, Ian
Eddie Murphy. There's also ones I'm not going to name. I hear about like a new guy we know like every month. Like,
Really?
Oh, he banged a trans lady.
Yeah, it's really not that.
It's not that.
It's not that
It's
weird.
not that gay.
I wouldn't even say it's. Yeah, it's not weird.
Yeah.
It's pretty normal.
You think it's...
What?
I don't know if I'd say it's like abnormal.
No.
It's noteworthy. I mean, none of my buddies in Buffalo, I don't think, are like banging trans ladies.
Yeah, there's also like probably like two there. in Buffalo.
There's got to be almost.
Well, if you're gonna march with them, you have to fuck them.
Yeah, you have to have sex with them.
Be consistent.
Yeah.
I'm married, so I can't do it.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend. Otherwise, I showed him Bailey J. You ever see Bailey J?
Yeah,
beautiful trans porn star.
Yeah,
I saw. There was another video I saw. It was it was just her like.
But also, if you think that we're liberal cucks, we still want your views and your donations.
Yes, please.
So please, we respect everybody's.
We rely on you.
We love your free speech.
We love free speech.
We love when you freely call us cucks. And queers.
We're proud cucks.
We're proud cucks.
You
proud
like that?
queers.
Proud cucks.
Yeah. We're part of we're adding C to the LGBTQ community. For C for cuck.
Yeah, the most like lucrative thing to be now is just like a medieval Christian right wing like fundamentalist freak. Yeah. Like if you could just go full on that, that's a great business model.
But how do you make money? Here. How do you make money doing that? Because I feel like if I did it,
online grifting.
I feel like I would fail at it if I tried to start grifting. Because I don't know how to. I'm bad at social media.
I think you're not good at being dishonest.
Yeah.
I think that's a problem.
Sure.
Yeah.
You'd have to be pretty dishonest.
Yeah.
But if you could do that, I think. I mean, those people on the Daily Wire get paid fucking bank.
Right.
Yeah.
Like everybody they sign.
Yeah. Have you seen the girl?
Steven Crowder, they were going to give him 4 years, for like $50 million over 4 years. It's like 12 and a half a year.
It's like a basketball contract.
He like destroyed the relationship with them because he realized he could make more money if he just like caused a beef and then went to like Rumble.
He was screaming at his wife, dude.
Oh yeah, he's a psycho.
He's a gay guy too.
You think so?
I think he's a closeted homosexual.
It's kind of yoked, to be honest. Pretty jacked.
Yeah, that's gay.
Yeah.
I respect a man who's built.
Yeah, but
it's much more straight to have tits. And,
to be like a sloppy, like fat guy, like just drinking IPAs. You know what I mean?
No, because because my toddler grabs him and goes, milk. It feels like he's like fucking with me.
Yeah, no, but he's got like a cigar, and there's this like security cam footage. No, he's a decently in shape guy.
But if I just started the right wing grift and was like, yeah, there's too many trans kids in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I feel like I would fail at that.
Really?
Because I don't think anybody would like pay attention to it.
Well, you would have had to start 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now it's over.
Well, and it's embarrassing if you start now if you fail at that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then you come back and you're like, can I still do like the mic here? Or what's it?
Right.
We know people like that. We've done stand up with people long enough where they decided to just flip and go full right wing grifter. Yeah. And then you see them doing like a one nighters at Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant. You're like, man, this didn't work, huh?
That didn't work.
I wonder who you're thinking of, because it seems like it is working for some people.
It's working for some. There's the guy who does Crowder. There's a guy who's a comic who does
Dave
Crowder.
Landau?
Yeah, Landau.
Landau. I heard he's pretty funny. I don't know. I mean, I've heard he's a good comic.
No, I heard he is funny.
My friend told me he's pretty good.
Okay, never mind. I just know he
sits
there.
But
I just know he sits there with akimbo pistols. Through
I think he had a falling out.
Part of the job.
He had a falling out with Crowder.
Yeah, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, they split.
Yeah.
Oh,
the return of Dave Landau to Compound Media.
What happened?
But he's a funny guy.
I guess so. It definitely being like ultra right wing and being funny are not mutually exclusive. There's like some hilarious ultra right wing people.
Of course.
I mean, DiPaolo's like hilarious.
Nick DiPaolo's so funny.
He's very, very funny.
But if you could like take Nick DiPaolo and just like do an operation on his brain and you keep all the funny parts and you get rid of
the racist parts.
Yeah, because I don't think that stuff like serves him.
No.
You think he's less successful because he's like a right wing?
Maybe, but also it's like he probably had a rough go in show business.
Yeah.
They hate alpha males.
Yeah,
like,
they
right.
don't.
He's like a broy built.
So I think that would kind of drive
player.
you nuts.
Yeah.
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 He is very, very funny though.
But isn't he kind of funny because he's like a right wing dude?
Yeah.
It's part of his shtick.
DiPaolo's funny.
Yeah, but I don't think it's. I don't know if it's necessary.
I don't know. What's
but he shouldn't hide it. He shouldn't hide it. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Nick DiPaolo can talk about traffic.
Right.
Maybe. I would probably laugh at his traffic stuff. It'd probably be pretty good. But I think he's just a good comic. He's just like a really good. Yeah, this is so funny. Breath of Fresh Air is like the funniest. He's giving a middle finger to like hashtag Me Too. He's giving them all the middle finger.
Somebody was like talking about him kind of like pejoratively. They were like, yeah, he just left and went to Savannah, Georgia. Didn't even tell any of his friends. I'm like, that sounds awesome. I dream about that like every other day.
Yeah,
leaving New York.
Yeah, leaving New York,
leaving
not telling any of my
live in.
Yeah, leaving this fucking big dump and going to Savannah, Georgia is a beautiful town.
Beautiful, yeah.
Getting a
Beautiful.
house and bringing my family there. I'm like, that sounds sick.
Nice
that
yard.
sounds actually quite
nice yard.
Yeah, that sounds
they were like,
lovely.
can you believe that? I'm like, yeah. What an idiot. So glad I live in fucking in the middle of New York City.
That guy
My kid has no room to play in our apartment. There's like this much floor for him to play on. I'm like, why are we here?
Do you ever think about making the Jersey move, or are you going to just keep it in New York? Because you're really sticking out like parenthood in New York.
Yeah.
You're really riding it out.
Yeah. But my wife and I had a conversation about that. I think we just like Brooklyn too much.
Yeah.
We just like
the convenience.
Yeah, we just like having our little $7 coffees and walking around.
I love that stuff.
You know,
Yeah.
going
It
to
is,
the
there
park.
is, New York is nice.
It's so
nice.
It's so, but it's just I'm a little snob.
Yeah.
I'm a little city boy snob.
Yeah. You think you'll be here for the long
I
haul?
hope so.
I think you can raise a kid in New York. I mean, I think it's difficult, but I feel like you could do
Especially
it.
in certain parts of Brooklyn or Queens. It's not like they're
The
walking
winter's
around.
tough
Yeah.
because you got to be inside.
Yeah.
But during the summer, you just go to the playground, and then when he gets older, he starts riding the train, doing drugs.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
going to East New York to buy heroin.
Yeah.
With his friends.
Yeah, he's going to Brownsville.
His friends that are named after like authors.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
know what I always worry about is when I'm like in Soho with my girlfriend on like a Saturday and you'll be like by Finelli Cafe where all like the cool young Soho kids hang out and they're wearing like their drapey clothes and they have like blonde dyed buzz cuts and they skateboards. I'm like, if my kid ends up being one of these little fucks, I'd be so annoyed.
Yeah.
Like I just want my kid to like play baseball and fucking go to bonfires like I did or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want him
But
to be
maybe
like a
that's
little,
an
I don't want
He's
him to
gonna
think
be-
he's that much cool. He's going to think he's cooler than me.
Yeah.
I don't want him to think he's that much cooler than me.
Oh,
where he's got this
yeah.
like Frank Ocean aesthetic. Going
Right,
on.
right,
Like, it's
right.
got to piss me the fuck off.
Yeah, he's got like a gay little dangly earring.
If
and
my
you're
kid
like,
has fucking dangly
Pretending
earrings,
he's
like,
bi.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
like I do not want to raise a kid with like oversized cargo pants and patchwork tattoos. It's gonna piss me the fuck off.
oh, that would piss me off.
You know what I mean? That's what I worry about raising a kid in New York.
Yeah.
Well, it's just weird because remember, like in
bully
this,
that out of him.
but in the suburbs, it's like you were a kid, you were bored all the time, but you still you just found stuff to do. But if in New York,
There's
you can't
so
do
much.
anything. But it's like you can't access all the fun stuff, which is like bars and nightlife and stuff. So
Don't you
I
think
guess
you
you just end up doing drugs, right?
I was going to bars in high school. And
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
were?
not the same though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, there was like 3 bars that would just let us in.
Oh, really?
I mean, how many
In Trenton, there were
bodegas-
like some Polish bars
Yeah.
that we had these really shitty fake IDs, and they
Same
accepted
with us.
them.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
My fake ID said I was from Saskatchewan. Regina, Saskatchewan. It's the capital of
Does
Saskatchewan.
it sound like vagina? Was that the logic?
No, my logic was that nobody knows what a real Saskatchewan ID looks like, so I can just get it.
Oh,
anywhere.
that's a good
And
idea.
it actually worked. Some places would
There was
say
this-
you need a passport, but nobody ever said it was fake.
Yeah.
They were like, can't let you in without a passport. But like, there was never anybody that was like, this isn't real.
Yeah. There was this really cute Polish bartender, and I asked her out, and she was like, "No, it doesn't make sense because I'm going back to Poland."
Oh,
And I was like,
darn.
she's like, "I need to help my family with screwing light bulbs."
15 years old asking out trafficked women.
yeah.
That's the dream, dude.
Yeah, I think like,
My papa needs help screwing in light bulbs.
have to
I'm
go
going,
home.
yes.
It's light bulb season.
Going back to Poland, I'm
Yes.
taking a bus.
I can't date men during light bulb season. It's
Very
too hard on
very
family.
stressful.
Yeah, no, I feel like your kid will find fun shit to do in New York. I don't think the fun shit's the problem. I feel worry about them being a little fuck.
Yeah.
Being like
I know, but
arrogant
what
or
do you
uptight.
do really when you're like young? Because you can't. Everything's kind of closed off.
Sports,
Yeah.
and get into trouble with your friends.
Going to the park, you fucking find a bodega.
Doing
that
smash
sells
and
you
grabs
light
at
beers.
Target.
Yeah, smash and grabs.
Closing down a Target store.
Yeah, protesting, looting.
looting Best Buy and Union
Yeah.
Square.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just fucking running out with a flat screen TV. Kid stuff.
Yeah, you know.
New York City kid stuff.
Just kids shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking smash the window.
He gets caught and he rats on everybody else doing the smash and grab.
Didn't raise a snitch, dude.
No.
You and your girlfriend just fucking break open the windows of Best Buy with your cocks and run in there. And
Yeah.
grab all the headphones. You
Yeah. You grab some stuff for your girlfriend's boyfriend and you get out of there.
Oh, Terry's gonna love this.
Oh, isn't he? I can't wait to watch him play.
That's what people who listen to podcasts, like New York podcasts, they think we just podcast and watch guys fuck our wives.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
it's
all
kinda
that's all
accurate.
New York
Yeah.
podcasters do.
Yeah.
his podcast.
And
They like us more than the LA guys. They like
great
we're at a high.
That's
I think
good.
we're in.
That's
they
true.
like New York podcasters.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I get that impulse. You just need someone better than you that you can shit on.
Yeah.
Doing
we're
better?
Not.
We're not better than
if you
it.
watch us,
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're not.
The three of us and like Chris and Tommy and fucking like Stavros and Zach Amico, you're not going to be like, these guys think they're better than me. Like that's clearly not what's going on.
Yeah, that's not.
But
the
if you look
vibe.
at like a hot Jack guy in a mansion, it's easier
I know they
to be
hate
annoyed.
the LA guys.
Yeah, because
there's
they're
entire
good-looking.
channels devoted to
Yes,
Yeah.
being mean to
insane.
them.
yeah.
It's
But
the craziest thing.
Yeah,
I've
who's
ever
the
seen.
dude? It's like that giant jacked guy. It's like all this like crazy like drama. It's always like a cut to him and he's like talking to some OnlyFans girl and then she's like mad at him because he was mean to her at a party. No, yeah, Brandon Schaub. No, he's not a comedian, but he's like a bodybuilder.
Bradley
podcaster.
Martin?
Bradley Martin. Like
Yeah.
I'll get random clips of him and I'm like, I don't know anything about
he's
this guy.
a behemoth.
He's gigantic.
He's.
But
and wasn't he saying that like he could beat up like pro boxers?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
always his thing.
And then it's like this is the thing. It's just like him, like next to all these like really hot ladies, and then that's the whole thing. And you're like, okay,
I feel like this guy's like the actors we talked about. He's probably just a bro, like kind of like a fun, dumb bro. Like, do you think he's like annoying?
no, I don't think he's annoying. I just think there's just so much lore behind him, and I'm like,
None of us look anything like this.
No, I look like that guy. No, I look like Bradley Martin.
Even like the jacked comedians that we know don't look like this.
Well,
Like, we don't know anybody that looks like this.
I mean, look at that. Oh God.
We don't know a single person that looks anything like this.
Oh my God. I love him. God, he's fucking hot.
Like this is if you're like a roofer in Maryland and you listen to podcasts, it's so much easier to hate this guy than Lewis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is an easily hateable person.
Well, they're doing
if your life is
it's
not
like almost
great.
two radically different approaches to like being like an online celebrity. Is like I want to be a guy who people will like relate to and like and think is funny, or you're gonna be like, no, dude, I'm like a fucking Adonis, and I want to inspire people with my jackedness,
Right.
Which is my other route if this doesn't work out.
Yeah, no, he's like a Ferrari. Like I'm just gonna show
Right.
everybody how great. And I'm like an old Corolla that like you grow an affinity.
We're like,
towards
hey,
'cause
we're
you
what
have
you
memories
drive.
with.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drive like an 08 Accord with like missing
Look, I mean,
doors.
dude. I don't think he's 24. I think he's kidding.
You want to be relatable.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, there's no way he's 20.
I don't think
I
you
hope
need
you
to be
guys-
relatable. I think this guy's probably rich as hell. Look at him. He's in a
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying
like
we want
that-
to be relatable.
We want to be because
No.
we can't be this. This
You're
is
not
not
go-
on the table for me.
Also, this guy's not hilarious.
No,
I'll go out of my way and say he's probably not very funny.
But don't you think he's also probably talking to like 17-year-olds?
Yeah.
But being funny is the most authentic way a person can be because humans are inherently funny. Like humans are not inherently this,
Yeah.
which is
No.
like a really cool guy that you like look up to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but that's why I think their audience are like 16, 17-year-old dudes because they need that.
Think they
Like
could be that guy.
they think they could be that guy. They still have the chance to possibly be that guy. They're probably not going to, but they can. And it's like this weird fucking fill-in father figure thing where he's like telling you like, eat your protein and get 9 hours
your
of
sets
sleep.
in
Get your
and,
sleep. Yeah, boost your sex drive.
Right.
And go crush it and fucking make
Eat
$1
your
million.
vegetables, guys.
yeah, eat your veggies, dude.
I've never told anybody something that they should do with their lives.
No.
Like I've never, like none of us are going to be like, this is what
This
you
is
should-
what I do.
This is you should do what I do.
Yeah, what I do is really smart and good. Look at my
You
abs.
should drink 6 well whiskey shots at Patty McGuire. So
Yeah.
you should do.
Did you? Yeah, I mean, it's like
That's why I'm tired of talking about Gaza because it's like, who am I to, you know?
to
what to
I don't want
espouse
to.
rhetoric.
I don't want to say what the right thing is.
No, I feel like I don't do that enough though.
Yeah, you probably not.
Do you ever think that?
What that I'm not like.
Post death to Israel right now on your Instagram story.
We got some green headbands if you want to throw them on.
yeah.
I'm like so keenly aware of the fact that nobody wants to hear me say my genuine opinions that I just
Sure.
never say them.
I don't know. You're pretty.
You think I'm opinionated?
Yeah, you're hyper
can.
opinionated.
I guess I am as a person, but do you think I'm not? We don't come
Just
on
say
here and I'm
that-
like,
Not
this is
on
what should happen
stage,
with foreign
but-
policy.
well, you're not
Just say
too
death to
pedantic.
Israel. Leave it up for like 5 minutes and see how. And if not, say Mike Recine hacked my phone.
Yeah.
Mike Recine made a deep fake of me.
I guess, yeah, I'm opinionated.
Yeah, you're like hyper opinionated.
Well, I think, yeah.
And you're like, yeah, you saying you don't share your opinion is like so not true.
Maybe
you're like disagreeable and opinionated. You're like, no, fuck that, no.
Okay, but all right, dude. First of all, okay, dude. So, I mean, like,
is he disagreeable?
Yes.
Yeah, you know him better than I do.
Do you think I'm disagreeable, Mike?
No.
Thank you.
But I don't know you as well.
He's definitely disagreeable.
I don't work with you day in and day out.
Dude, if someone tells
Maybe
you
you're
to
a nightmare,
do something that
know.
you don't want to do, are you going to say no?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what being disagreeable is.
Okay, dude.
Like other people, are like, I'm like the confrontation. Like makes me
My wife
You're
is
yelling
kinda
at
like
Uber
that.
drivers in the street.
That's true. I did get.
You really don't like being told what to do,
I hate it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
even if it's like
hate
the
it.
right thing.
Yeah, 'cause
Especially
you just
if it's the right
Let me
thing.
figure that out on my own. I don't
Right.
need you to tell me.
Right.
What am I in fucking school?
See, this is what
I'm
I'm.
not in, like,
This
elementary.
is my
what
attitude
sign
that
are
you're
you?
talking about.
Aquarius.
Okay,
Oh, classic.
yeah, that makes sense.
Is that? Do you know anything about the signs?
Not really.
Dude, my girlfriend, I was like really hungover and it like really negatively affected my mood. And I was like complaining to her, like, oh God, I got like too drunk last night and I feel like shit and I shouldn't be drinking so much. And she was like, yeah, you shouldn't. And my first impulse was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck you then. And I'm like, what? No, she's literally objectively correct. I'm just like,
Just
defensive.
hungover you is just regular me.
Yeah, I'm just like cranky and irritable, and also like I hate being told that I'm doing the wrong thing, even when I'm obviously doing the wrong thing. It's like, no, I shouldn't have gotten drunk last night. I had no reason to, and now I feel like death all day the next day.
Yeah.
And I'm complaining to someone, expecting them to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like that must really be hard that you got drunk." It's like, no, you're just being dumb, dude. And my girlfriend's
feel
like,
you.
"Don't do that." I was like, "Good call, actually."
I've been trying to convince my wife that we need to organize our laundry for like years. I'm like, we need to sort our laundry. It'll be so much easier. And I think just the idea of like me telling her to do that, she refuses to.
Yeah.
I kind of empathize with her on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
think I was a really bad student, like growing up, and I always got into it with the teachers. So now it feels like teacher energy.
Yeah.
If you're like, no, you actually have to go through this line, not that line. I'm like, does it
oh,
make a
how
fucking
about
difference?
yeah? How about I fucking
figure
kill
out the fucking lines?
Yeah.
I can
Have
figure
you,
out the lines.
what
into
lines?
Just TSA type
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Anytime TSA people get snippy with me, it puts me into a blind rage.
Well, just taking your shoes off at the airport is just, it's so degrading.
Yeah, I hate
It was
that.
fine at first. You're like, okay, because terrorism.
Yeah.
I'm helping them fight terrorism.
Yeah.
Now it's like, why the fuck are we still doing this?
Yeah, I'm
no,
walking
we
through this
haven't
thing
had
that's
So
giving me
demeaning.
cancer,
Yeah.
and I'm like, the shoes are really
shoes.
where you're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, dude. I'm walking through this like magnetic machine where I'm like standing, like and it's like the shoes are the bottleneck here. Is that what's
Yeah.
going on?
And then everyone's putting their shoes in those bins that go, and your laptop goes in there.
yeah,
too,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you're
yeah.
just Probably getting bacteria.
yeah,
all over
putting
you.
my shoes on my laptop. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
We were watching Four Christmases last night, and it was this great movie.
Is it?
Vince Vaughn, killer.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
You know what's also great? Jingle All the Way
I haven't seen it.
With
really?
Schwarzenegger?
with Schwarzenegger
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Sinbad.
yeah. Oh, that sounds awesome.
It's awesome.
He
That
has to
sounds
get
pretty
the
great.
toys,
Yeah.
get the last
It's
toy.
really
Yeah,
funny.
that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Four Christmases is great.
Is it
but
Put the
there's a-
Cookie Down? Is that movie? Put the cookie down. Where his ex-wife's new husband is like eating cookies that she made. And he's trying to he's like, don't cuck me by eating those cookies.
There's a scene where a bunch of people hold Sinbad down, and he's like, Rodney King! Rodney King! and I think my dad had fun explaining to me in the theater who Rodney King was.
Your dad's face lit
cops
up.
beat the shit out of him.
Your dad's like nostalgic.
Yeah.
Watching Jingle All the Way.
Did you guys have teachers you liked?
Yeah.
I never.
Mr.
I don't-
Baber.
I
Really?
don't think I ever had a teacher
Mr.
I liked.
Hayes. They were always the smarter ones, though. Like when I could tell they weren't very smart, it pissed me off. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
so I have to sit here and listen to you tell me information. I know
Yeah.
you're not good at processing
Yeah,
information.
you're a dumb guy.
You're a moron. I had an English teacher who had poor grammar, and she pissed me off so much. I'm like,
Yeah.
you talk like a moron, and you're teaching me how to speak.
Yeah.
You have no idea how to speak.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but the guys who were smart, I was like Mr. Baber, Mr. Hayes. Usually history. I think maybe just because I was more interested in history.
Yeah, I had actually an art history teacher I liked. I had one. My whole my whole time. But I had like friends and like my sister like loved her teachers. Like she had a teacher she loved, and I was like, dude, I can't stand almost all of these people.
Really?
I hated them. Just on GP, I fucking hated these guys.
On GP.
Yeah.
I took psychology senior year, and the teacher had like a Marine recruiter because he would come to the school. So she had him like talk to the class, and the guy, he's like giving his spiel and everything, and he starts talking to everybody. He's like, "Yes, I'm a sniper actually," and he's like, "I have 11 confirmed kills." He's like, "My last kill." This is like 2005. He goes, "My last kill, Muammar Gaddafi." He just like told our class that he killed Gaddafi.
Yeah. I like
Puts
the
his hand-
teachers.
Yeah, he didn't.
No.
He got knifed in the
He
butt.
got a bayonet up his ass.
Yeah, he did.
Up his ass.
I like the teachers that were kind of like brutal with me. I didn't like the passive aggressive
Right,
energy.
right,
I
right.
like my I had a teacher, Mr. Hayes, who's awesome.
Yeah.
And like, I got a good score on a test, and he's like, you could have really good grades, probably go to a big school, like, but if you weren't such a fucking idiot, he was like, you don't do anything in my class.
You
he
need
was
that.
like, yeah, but I liked it. I like kind of being like slapped
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
I didn't like the passive aggressive, like, all right, that's enough, Luke.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't like that energy.
Yeah.
Kind of describing dudes and chicks. I kind of like the dudes better.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't
well,
like
you need that energy.
the male. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
a fucking testosterone filled 17-year-old. I need you
I'm
to
not
be
gonna
like,
listen to some
sit
fucking
down,
lady.
shut up. I don't need you to be
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah.
I had a lady, I had a chemistry class, and I got a good grade on a test, but I had, like, done mediocre in the class for the most part. And she was like, see what happens when you, like, put your mind to it? And I was like, I'm doing fine. I got a B minus. I'm doing great. And she was like, a B minus? Is that really all you think you're going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to have a B minus in life? And I was like, I'm fine.
And she's kind of right.
And I did end up with about, I mean,
You do have
You're
like
a walking B minus.
I think I'm about a
minus.
C
You
right
got
now, to be
big-
honest. I dipped down into C
Yeah.
territory.
You got B minus energy.
Yeah, I do.
We had this Italian teacher. He was like an older guy, and he was like in his 60s, so he would like get really sidetracked, and it was very easy to get him sidetracked.
Yeah, I
Talk
love
about
those
anything else
guys.
but Italian. But one day this kid goes, his name was Mr. Sherb, and we called him Sherb, and he goes, "Yo, Sherb, how do you say blowjob in Italian?" And he goes, "Well, I'll tell you. Well, why don't you ask your mother?" The whole class started laughing. And like
great.
5 minutes later, the kid like flips his desk over. He's like, "What'd you say about my fucking mom? What'd you say about my fucking mother?"
We had a teacher, Mr. Williams, who was a Freemason. He was like a real creep, and he hated all the black kids, and he also hated me. And I was like, "Does he think I'm fucking black?" I remember I was the only white kid he
He
hated.
thinks you're a quadroon, dude.
I think he thought I was a halfie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a big dick.
What a fucking
He'd
asshole.
scream at you.
Yeah.
You don't do the work. I'm not going to help you if you don't do the work. He kind of talked like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
I drink your milkshake.
Should we watch some clips?
Let's bust some clips out.
Okay.
Oh,
We got her
lady
again.
Oh, God.
I really
hate
like her.
All right, this one's good.
I don't believe in evolution. I know creation's true. I didn't crawl out of the pond or sling down from a tree. Adam is my ancestor and not a chimpanzee.
Bars.
God created everything. In 6 days he was through. So the Big Bang Theory's just a dud, and the million years is two.
You know what's funny is like most kids like turn 11 and they go, "This is bullshit."
It's also funny to me. It's all adults.
It's all like
Everybody
people in their
there is 6 years
60s.
old. You're like, oh, fuck.
So praise his name for
What he made,
give credit
where it's due.
I know creation's true.
It's just old Chinese guys, dude.
That's
So
nice.
praise his name for what he made. Give
They're just studying, dude. There's like this. We've been in America a little while, and I think we should learn how they feel the Earth was created.
All right.
I like this guy.
What else we got? We got one more.
We got
This
one
girl
little.
sucks.
Have you seen her?
Yeah.
Yeah, does she? Everybody's like really mad, and whenever I see somebody that people are like mad at,
You wanna
first,
defend them?
I never, not defend them, but it never bothers me as much as people are bothered by it. But if I stumbled upon this, I might
And be
feel the
enraged.
same way. What do you think sucks about her?
She's just like a cringy white lady who thinks she's
Yeah.
in touch with the earth. I don't really like woo woo white chicks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It kind of just bothers me.
What's it called? Trustafarians, kind of.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
she like definitely grew up really rich. Like her father owns like BlackRock or whatever. And
77.
Like this?
Does
Just the
she?
sight of her doesn't annoy you at all.
Sure.
But it's okay if it doesn't.
No, it does.
you seem to have like
This is her house.
Selective.
yeah.
It looks
Look
like it's
at
an
her
aspen.
place.
It's like it's an aspen.
Yeah.
She's like, wow. Look at everyone.
It's really funny because I think about like my career and I'm like, oh, I hope someday I have the money to like buy some really nice camera equipment and get a studio. And I'm 36 years old.
Yeah.
But she gets like handed all this stuff.
Yeah, she definitely was.
Nice
I mean-
production.
Yeah, I mean, there are people like this who have better
She
lives
said,
than
I
anybody
grew up
we
in
know.
trailer parks. She said I grew up in
She does-
trailer
I do
parks.
not
She
believe
said that?
at all.
Yeah, it's always a
fucking
lie.
horse shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
My life goal is to make my own family. I feel like all my friends, partners. I'm in full gratitude of everyone in my life.
Maybe this is her husband's friends and family. It's a bit odd.
But whose house is this?
Whose house is this, Shannon?
This just makes you think about the money you don't have, Recine.
That she can record this in like the woods, which is like on her property.
It's just creative stuff is silly because you never know who's bankrolling who.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little bit of ice, a little bit of strong. Did that tree just talk or was it you?
Is this her only song?
No, I think she has. There was another one. This is my favorite.
Ugh.
I guess she sucks, but it just seems like do you think it's a waste of time to
get mad at
you're
this?
getting mad at like
I do think it's
kid.
a waste of time to probably get mad
how
at
much
it.
time? I mean, I only get mad. He just shows me the clips and then they instantly bother me.
Yeah. I just kind of like to show them to Luke because he gets upset. I think that's the real joy for me. I'm not necessarily like enraged by her, but
The demographic too of like rich white kid who's obsessed with psychedelics really bothers me.
yeah, I don't really
It's like you don't need to find the meaning of life. You figured it out. It's
Right.
not being poor.
right.
Like, if you live in that house, you're curious about the meaning of life. Like, it's like just let it.
And just imagine if you're like a CEO or something and you like work your ass off to give your kid everything and
they come out like
fucking turn
this.
into this.
Yeah.
They do though all the time.
They do. I think the move for your kids is to be like upper
Dare
middle
you.
class.
Yeah.
That's the move. Like get them into a good school, but don't enable this life.
Yeah, and grow up in like a mediocre area.
Oh my god. The
Yeah.
hair.
It's very frustrating for some reason
Oh my god.
to consume. But maybe we shouldn't be so mad. Maybe we should
Well, yeah.
take
Maybe
some
you're right.
mushrooms and
Maybe I'm
chill out.
overreacting.
No, it's got bad vibes.
Yeah, it
Thank
does
you.
have bad
Yeah.
vibes.
And she thinks she's got the best vibes. She
Right.
thinks
Yeah.
she's all vibes.
Right.
Yeah.
She doesn't know shit about vibes.
Yeah.
Bitch doesn't know shit about vibes.
Bitch don't know vibes.
Yeah, there's something kind of really scary about her, and I can't really articulate it.
Yeah.
She's really scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's a little dead behind the eyes. Maybe she just took pounds and pounds of mushrooms, and she's just completely brain dead. There'd be something almost appealing about that. If she was like Sid Barrett, like if she was just like transparently psychotic, you know?
Yeah.
I like those guys.
Well,
What's the one with the overweight girl?
She's gonna be like, ew. You're so gross.
Savage, activated goddess. I've been on my boss shit, confident and divine. Damn, my avatar.
Dude, black
Yeah, I
people
don't
must
know how
hate
you-
us so much.
Yeah, she's like doing black voice too.
Yeah.
The hair wasn't enough for her.
Can you imagine if you were like a single mother in like Brownsville and you saw this? Like, how mad are you at?
I don't know if they get enraged. Like, yeah,
But doesn't
that's
every
fucking dumb.
Doesn't every old generation hate the young,
The previous,
the new generation's music?
yeah, but this has been
But this
around
isn't-
longer. This has been around a long time. This has been around in the '90s. This was around. You gotta look at Woodstock '99. This was happening.
She just looks like she smells.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
looks like she
does.
really stinks.
Really stinks.
The good lady on the right is going through it. Really, she's
She-
got
you know
she's
what?
got an interesting life.
Yeah, she
those
was
cabinets haven't been updated in a half a century.
Right, that's a recovering addict of some
Yeah,
kind.
100%.
So
she
you're
has
like, you know what?
stories.
Good for her.
She's relating to.
Maybe, this
Other
fucking
tax
brain dead
brackets.
hippie makes this ex-junkie feel better. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe
Yeah.
everything's okay. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's all going to ship out all right.
Right, Racine, we can get you out of here, dude.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We can end the podcast.
Oh, it's
yeah,
up
the
to you.
pod-
I
yeah,
don't care. Yeah.
I thought you had to be out by 3.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Well, it's almost
2:51.
3.
It's almost 3. Well, do whatever.
All right,
2 hours is a lot, but it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did
You get
like
all
an
the
hour and a
ideas
half.
out.
What's
Yeah.
that?
You get all the ideas out. You
get all
get
the ideas
flowing.
out. Yeah.
Listen out for Smokes.
Yeah, check out my podcast, Out for Smokes. If you live in Des Moines, Iowa, I'll be at Teehee's Comedy Club December 16th.
Okay, great.
And they tried to get the show pulled, but I need to sell, so I got to sell some tickets. for
If you're
that.
not
It'll
from
be
Des
a lot of
Moines, just
fun.
go to Des Moines to see Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
It'll
go to
be
Des
worth
Moines
it.
if you're
Yeah.
in the Des Moines area.
Yeah, if you're anywhere near Iowa, go see Mike.
Yeah, go to
December
fucking-
16th.
December 16th. Go see him.
And listen out for Smokes. Very funny podcast. Boys, thank you for joining us. We love you. Shout out to the Weeklings. Subscribe, leave a little comment for us. You know the whole deal. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It helps in some type of way.
Yep.
And we love you. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.